Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Professional. Make sure we got all this here. A little bit. Okay. Well, welcome to the casting workshop. The recording is live. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. I may end up being lonely for a few. As I am about 15 minutes late. We did a very large amount of work today. We were talking to a bunch of people about CRL Worlds. This is a big thing that came in, of course. We have personal business cards. It is so awesome. Oh yeah. Oh, imagine flipping that at somebody right there. Pretty. It'll be good down the road. Be a very good thing. Man, it's kind of cool to have your own business card. Not gonna lie. The question is, when will they start paying dividends? And that's probably going to be the topic that I open up with today on the casting workshop. We'll probably wait about 15 minutes. And if nobody else shows up, I'm going to start doing a little something different altogether. That is one thing I will say really helps the whole casting workshop process, being able to stream it for the recordings, is the fact that rather than having moments where I'm just sitting down and doing nothing, I can turn it into an educational stream and make something of a situation that is less than optimal. So all the more fun in the long run. Let's see here. Mercy. One of my favorite things on YouTube is looking at some of the Vegas Knights, the hockey team, like some of the stuff that they do, the media work, whether it be on the ice or everything else. Because I know a certain someone in the Rocket League community has a very large hand in all of that. So it's a lot of fun to see the work of others that you have great respect for being put all over the place. Rocket League really can be a springboard for just about anyone doing just about anything. Now, if you want to be in production, run production for a charity event, anything under the sun. I've personally done a charity event that was a Call of Duty Warzone stream. That was wild. There's so much diversification you can do for yourself. Let's see here. Oh yeah. There's a decent chance that there are some folks that came to the last one and they wanted to make it that date. Like, I sandwiched this as a normal version of it in between what are two incredible Mondays. The previous one being a color casting focus with Floms, and Floms did an incredible job of relating the fact that we also had Dazrin head in and really enlighten some of the information that we were bringing to the table, all the more pressed home the fact that it is a different school of thought when you are looking at color commentary. And I personally find myself weak in my own color commentary, especially in retrospect of everything that we talked about last week, which was brought to the table by Flo. So like that, it was incredible to see. I'm hoping that people will be able to pick up the VOD. We're going to be posting that to YouTube here pretty soon. That's yet another fun thing on the way. We'll be able to YouTube catalog it. That way it doesn't end up being like, oh, 2 weeks and it's gone. Bye. That'd be tragic. Absolutely tragic. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, come on. Find it. We're trying to find the playlist. There we go. Get a little background music just for now, while we are waiting on everybody. So a little bit of production advice, regardless of whether you're doing your own personal stream. Maybe you're trying to market yourself as a producer for just about any esport under the sun. Having Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. You head to that YouTube. There is a litany of playlists, all DMCA free. And then if you got it on a slider, just imagine you kick this up. You raise the slider in between games, in between game commentary. Yeah, a lot of the time you're gonna want something like Rocket League specific for Rocket League. But if you're on a quick emergency broadcast where you put in, just slide the slider up and go, you got a little bit of commentary, a little bit of backdrop music that's nice and chill, DMCA free. You don't have to worry about it. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. You can get just about any feel. Now, it's been out for, I don't know, 2.5 years? It's insane to think about. Like, the album that I'm looking at right now is from 2021 in December. And this one, it's pretty cat jam. It's pretty, I like it. Like, get the Seb Jams in the chat, right? Get that CCA chat going. Let's see, 6:30. We'll probably give it another 5 minutes, and if nothing else, we will go into finding different ways to be teachable. Because it doesn't just have to be interact with somebody in the chat and do something directly off of everything. See, he's ooh. There we go. No, getting ready for DreamHack in Dallas. Kind of want to see if there's we get a live reaction right now. We're about to see how the tickets are going. Tickets. Uh-oh. Last chance. They're going fast. Ah. Oh my, they're gonna have VTubers there. Not all of the people who claim to be VTubers are actually VTubers. Interesting. Oh, it's gonna be wild. It is gonna be so awesome. Intel Extreme Masters. That is gonna be fun too. Unsponsored soda. No names, please. Hmm. 6:35. Alright, shortly, very, very shortly. We've made everybody wait on the VOD here for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna have to make sure that I bookmark to where to skip to for those who are in need of skippage later on for VOD purposes. Interesting. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. 17 minutes in. It'll be the skipperoonie. Okay. Not gonna make anybody wait any longer for content. But okay. So, let's talk about something. Let's talk about a very specific something. We'll even expand me since it's the Kendo show. Alright. We're going to talk about something for a moment. Just to kick everything off with the casting workshop. There is nobody here at the moment, so we will start the whole interactivity process once we actually have a person to interact with. But for now, we can actually give insight on just the professional scene as where I am currently. One of my greatest regrets, still to this day, is the fact that I started early, yes, in casting, and that's not the regret, mind you, the storytelling time. I started early in casting. Really, with Rocket League at the time when I first started commentary was only about a year and a half old. So we were just getting into things. Mock-It esports was still a thing. That tells you something. And I started out 100% as a hobbyist. And I could take this the direction of, everything was memes, and I didn't let my memes just be dreams. I brought them to the table full on every time. I highly advise, if you ever want to take yourself and this entire career seriously, do not become a meme caster, because people will have the same bitter taste. Your first impression with somebody lasts a lifetime, and still to this day, there are people who, they hear my name and they immediately think of Kendo from 4.5, 5 years ago, who was really, really energetic, but really, really stupid, and brought more jokes than actual content to the floor. Now, there's nothing wrong with being yourself. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the content you have the opportunity to put onto the table. But if it gets in the way of trying to grow and develop what you are attempting to become, then it indeed becomes a major problem. So, treat yourself as a professional. Regardless of where you are, yes, there are going to be some that you want to be a hobbyist the entirety of your career, and you don't even refer to it as a career. You just want to have fun, and you're doing this for your friends, you're doing it for your buddies. All the more power to you. But if you have any shred of desire to become professional at commentary, treat it like a business. And therein lies my biggest regret. When I first started treating it like a business, I was kind of half in, half out. I didn't completely know what I was doing. I was given multiple opportunities, and the one time that I got to go to LAN as a spectator, it was the first ever CRL LAN at Arlington, Texas. I got to talk with some of the people that I had known for the longest time. Stacks, I had Subi there, I had Achieves there, Jorby was there, Corelli was there. So it was amazing to meet the crew that they had for that inaugural CRL LAN. The first ever world championship. And congratulations again, I think it was Arizona who won that one. Arizona was insane back in the day. Fun to think about. Yeah, it was Arizona. Was it? Yeah, it was 100% Arizona. I'm starting to doubt myself here. Time to go through the history. I only just recently, though, got my first ever business card. And, well, here. We kind of showed it at the very beginning, but we're going to put it up for you a little bit closer. We finally got that delivered here today. Let's take a look at this. We got the QR code. If I put that right up to the screen and somebody goes through, go ahead and scan that right now. Scan your QR code. That's going to go straight to a link tree that will have essentially all my information on it. And it's adjustable information. If I want to add something to it, I can. It's going to have my my Liquipedia history. It's going to have my hit marker, which is essentially like a resume. You can utilize that a lot like a resume. It's going to have my casting reel on it. It's going to have a link to my Twitter. It's going to have a link to a couple different things. And it's an amazing tool for you to use as you are in those LAN environments. You pull out the business card. A lot of people are going to be asking, hey, do you have one? You got a great personality. This is an amazing conversation. But those conversations only last as long as the mementos you're able to put into someone's hand. So finally got that shifted around, and it reversed a lot of the regrets, especially with two major LANs coming up that I am personally planning on being at. And we got somebody! Cercero, how you doing, my friend?
Hi, Kendo. I'm doing really good. I kind of lost track of the time, but also late day at work, so sorry for being a bit overtime.
Like, for me, personally, I also had a late day at work, but my late day at work was working on the brakes. It was an all gas, no brake kind of day, quite literally. It got dangerous. Well, yeah, no, I was waiting for a little bit, and it got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm 17 minutes into the stream. Should probably just get things going. And I was mentioning also how it's a really cool thing adding the stream element, because regardless, if no one shows up at all, we can still create content for people to glean off of, to learn something from. So that's what I was in the middle of a spiel about. One of my greatest regrets being that I never actually treated my hobby at the time. It started 4.5, 5 years ago, kind of wibble wobbled in between a hobbyist and pretending to be a professional about 3 years ago. And then it finally ramped up to where now I'm just full on, hey, we're treating this like a professional job. You always want to, if you have aspirations, treat yourself as a business. Treat yourself as a professional. And I was showing off that we ended up on the stream getting business cards. So going to the... And it's actually... The business cards are pretty slick. Like, I paid a little bit extra, so, like, the logo on the business card kind of has a foil sheen to it. It's like that's pretty cool nice on the front. I do have to give special thank you, of course, to my sister, Karen, who is a freelance graphics designer and works for a lot of different companies, making logos, making all sorts of different things. At one point, worked for some fairly large businesses, but decided to go solo. And I paid her, by the way. I wanted to make sure that she got what she was worth, because she is worth quite a lot. Mercy, though, what she put out is, I feel so good about that logo. I could literally pop that logo in on somebody who was like a motions graphics designer, and I could have something up that would be, it'd be pretty.
It does look really good.
It's a handsome card. It's a handsome logo.
Yeah. I made some decent ones for the Winter Major, which I handed out to 2 people.
Well, then, at that point, were you even trying, man? No, I'm joking.
Hey, it's one thing to talk to people over Discord. In real life, oh man, I did not realize how much I was still a shy bean.
Oh yeah, that's the, like, for me personally, I vary. So, for me personally, the abject of my shyness, one might say, like, I'm an extroverted introvert. Mm-hmm. So, in other words, growing up, I was so extroverted that I was ostracized by almost my entire class in school. So it got to the point where a combination of emotional damage as well as just the lack of friendships got me to a point where I didn't interact with very many people at all. People, literally, some of the nicest people were the ones who told me, dude, you're the most annoying person in the room. Please shut up. You know? And I'll be honest, that affected me. That got me. So I became a much less extroverted person, and I became more of a recluse at that point. So I have all the tools of an extrovert. I can talk all I want, but I still feel self-loathing, and I feel like I'm a bloody idiot every time I open my mouth. Just because of the amount of emotional scarring that I've put myself through over time. But yeah,
the real ones tell you how it is sometimes.
In all honesty, thank you. I don't remember y'all's names, but homies don't let homies go on with, acting the fool. So yeah, I may not be friends with whoever you were back in the day, but you changed my life, and you changed the lives of a lot of people who get to interact with me. That's for sure. That's the big one. But yeah, no, it truly is difficult to have conversations, and I find, especially for me as I'm commentating, there will be times where I end a commentary. And you have the high energy and everything, but I change, my character changes altogether. It's like I was this extremely happy, upbeat, exuding, overflowing energy, tapping into a well that most people don't know that humans should actually have. And then the moment I'm off the camera, I'm like a dead fish. It's like
no origin movie win.
It's like I completely die out at that point, and it's a feels bad moment in a way, but also it's not people's fault. It's just I put every little ounce I had into that broadcast, and it is just different. It literally is different, the feeling that you get after a broadcast. Especially live ones. Live ones are very special. If you're able to keep the smile on, if you're able to continue to talk to people in the same way and be just as engaging, Like, people notice that, and I've gained a lot of contacts from that. But, you know, the drive home, dead fish all the way. I'm so glad a lot of those drive homes are solo, because I don't know that I could I don't know that I have enough energy to bring anything else to anybody. Like, it gets to a point, it's just all of that and not too much more. Yeah, the caveat, or the kind of the extra rabbit hole to that conversation of treating yourself like a business and being professional about it, making sure you know, grab a business card if you haven't already designed a business card. I mean, you can do a 50 business card deal at Vistaprint and it's usually under $10. Like that. Yeah, put your face on there. put your Twitter on there. But I highly recommend throwing like a QR code for Linktree, doing something of that nature, because having that one little memento that you can put into somebody's hand after they have had a conversation, and I've, over the time with Unified, with the Level Up Arena here, both are within 2 hours of me, going to different lands through Unified, conversing with both people who have casting aspirations as well as professional esports aspirations, all the way down to just parents who had no idea that there were people even playing video games right now. If I can throw up a business card and they're like, dang, that looks, who are you? All of a sudden, that changes the entire discussion to, I don't understand why this is such a big deal. What's going on here? To, wait, you're really getting paid. This is actually real? There are people making a living off of this? Video games. Right? Like, it'll change the entire tone. And it's just a cheap little piece of paper. Love it. But yeah. So that is our pre-game discussion that we kind of got out of the way. I'm sure everybody who goes through will enjoy that quite a bit. If they don't, oh well, I tried. You know.
TLDR business cards.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even have to be business cards. However, I do recommend a business card. I've been asked in the past 2 months 5 times if I had a business card. Just in some of those conversations. What's up?
How many lands have you been to?
2. 2 in the last 2 months. 2. So
I haven't been.
I need some West Coast lands to go to, please.
I need some Canadian lands to go to.
The one thing that I will say, and you want to search like crazy. More and more are going to be becoming interconnected, but talking to places like HyperX in Vegas, like even giving them a phone call and trying to talk to some of the people who organize things there, you may end up getting set up with some of the local groups. But the biggest thing right now, and I highly recommend you get and search, cold call even, if you have the opportunity. But there are high school organizations. There are governing bodies of high school esports associations that are starting to go state by state and create state championships for esports in certain esports. I know there's the overarching ones. I personally have been a part of what UGC does, and I think that's really cool because you can intermingle a whole bunch of different high schools from different states and have a lot of fun with it. But the ones that are going to truly make it, and the ones that need our help the very most, are not the Playverses of the world. It's not the UGCs of the world. It is those individual organizations that are grassroots, that are trying to grow from the school up. Finding them can be very difficult. I did not even know that we have ones that just started in the last 6 months in Kansas until I was actually one of the people who asked me for a business card was one of these people who is just starting the Kansas High School Esports Association. So that's like, wow. Hey, there we go. That's kind of cool. You know, it's a lot easier to find them if you're looking. And again, it's very, very tough to find. Not all the states have it yet, but even in the states that I thought there wasn't one, I've been corrected that there is some sort of effort happening. And who knows, if there isn't an effort going on, maybe that's the call. Maybe it's time for one of us to break in and start something up there, become the commissioner.
Never me.
Become the commissioner of high school esports.
Never me. Oh, that's so terrifying.
Never me. Absolutely terrifying. I know, right? That was actually a legitimate angle I was thinking about before I met this person. I met them at a LAN in Oklahoma, actually. It was a Halo weekend. So they just happened to be also working at that LAN in Oklahoma, and found out that they were working on developing, it was in its first 6 months, the Kansas High School Esports Association. So that's fantastic. Let me tell. Hey, follow me. Follow me on Twitter. Let's talk. We're gonna make sure that this gets off the ground, because we can't let Missouri outdo us. Wink, wink. Yeah, there will always be a border war there. Oh yeah, I'm wakey, and I've dranky my soda, my sody pop, and we've had a couple of good conversations, more monologue than anything else for him.
It's been a good listen.
Yeah, let's get started on some. Did either of you have VOD review that you'd like me to do? Because we can take this a different angle. That way, it's not just commentary over a replay.
Oregon State had a show match against Western Washington this last Saturday. Actually, Saturday. Okay. I casted. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm in CS Saturday night, and I'm gonna be casting in 45 minutes.
Ooh. Okay, hit me.
Yeah.
hit me.
I'm also leaving in like half an hour as well, so.
Okay. No! Oh, the pain of it, the shame of it. Hit me with the VODs. And if nothing else, we can go over the VOD as part of the casting workshop. I'm looking for different angles for today. So after you hit me with the VODs, we won't do it right off the bat. We'll probably just cast a replay real quick, and then I'll do the VOD reviews once we end up either not having anyone or somebody else rolls in.
Holy smokes, 243 views? Why did we get so many?
That's a decent amount.
That's hot.
Holy.
Let me find...
How do we pull in so many?
Night.
Anyway, all right, here's the VOD. Actually, we had a lot of cool graphics on this one that I whipped together with a buddy.
You said the Minnesota one, right?
Or, Oregon State versus Western Washington.
Excuse me. Mine was the Minnesota one.
Yeah. Well, the Minnesota, if I remember right, y'all are actually using the hype chamber currently, correct? Or no?
University. Oh, so sorry. So
University.
I'm still Canadian, Kendo. I'm casting for Minnesota Championship Series, MNCS.
You know what? I blame Canada.
But you are right. Like, I do hang out in the UMN Discord a lot. They are using the hype chamber. That kind of blew up on Twitter.
We've got a couple hype chamber clips for Oregon State now.
That's awesome.
Actually, it's pretty dope. We have it for our player cards in the background on this stream, so we'll get to see that.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it was really cool. We did a squad strike. So we had varsity, JV, and then 2 club teams from both schools. start with the lowest team, and then whoever gets defeated swaps out with the next highest team. And then we keep going till one of the schools has run out of teams. Which was really fun. We ended up going all the way to Game 7, varsity versus varsity.
Okay. So, just for the fun of it, definitely want to get a cast in with y'all because we have most recent regional replays added to my list.
Do it. And I haven't even watched most of it, so this will be new for me.
Even better.
I Rocket League, so this will be new to me as well.
I had the joy Did I? Oh, wow. Okay. I need to actually send the just in case one. Crackers. It didn't save. That's a new fauna roof. I need to make sure I send in my send in my stuff. I wonder if it actually sent on the other side. Okay, yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Yeehaw! Admin stuff. I got the fun task of following V1 a large majority of the day. So nice. We have V1 All Mid, V1 Torrent, NRG versus All Mid, and V1 Space Station Gaming. That was a banger of a series.
I was really hoping complexity would go a bit farther, but it's unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
I can both see that they are improving in different ways and adapting to the North American scene, but at the same time, everyone else is advancing so much that they're having a hard time keeping up. Like they're already like coming in with a meta change, and then the meta's already changing, and they're trying their best.
Okay. Now, the thing that I wish we could do here is try to go with some of the color commentary. Try to do some application for the color commentary. But again, it does put us in rough confines. We could actually try it if you'd like.
Yeah, you could stick us on one of the players and then.
Who would you like to go with?
Let's go with Torment.
Go with Torment?
Yeah, actually was Torment as well.
Okay.
The reliable rotator.
The reliable rotator. I had a couple other words for him this past one. One of the most dangerous playmakers right now in North America. And hopefully, who knows, we may end up seeing that here. So we will...
Let's do it.
I'm going to leave the bottom bar up this time around. Just for the purpose of identification. It gives you a little bit of a cheat. You're going to know when the goal calls are. I expect you all to get ahead of them. Really impress me. Ramp them up. Make them good. No.
Here I'm gonna tape a paper to the bottom part of my screen so I can't see it.
Okay. But we'll run with that. So V1 Space Station, and we have Cicero and Zektek on the call. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the spring splits. We have regional number 2 of North America. I am Zektek. With me is Cicero. How are you doing today, Cicero?
Hello, Zektek. Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be back and cast some more RLCS action, and this is a great match to look forward to. Version 1 and Space Station Gaming, 2 hot teams right now. We'll have to see how they can do on the day.
2 very hot teams indeed, both known for some demo plays and lots of fast action, good connections on
30
passing.
seconds.
So very intrigued to see how these 2 teams really come together and with very similar playstyles, you might say, and how those playstyles might clash when faced off against one another. Is it unstoppable object versus another unstoppable object? Will they collide? Will one destroy the other? We will have to find out as we have 5 minutes on the clock, and we are just about ready to get into it. What are you going to expect from this, Cicero? We're going to be looking at some of these players here.
9,
what are you
8,
What are you looking at?
7,
Well,
Six.
and these kind of
5,
matchups with,
4,
two teams kind of playing a
3,
similar style, liking
2,
to play physical,
1.
you always have to look at, I'd say, the older player, the veteran ones. So I'm going to be looking at Torment. And I want to see how he can perform in the day and enable his teammates to, not the youngest guys anymore, but still, at least in my opinion, new to the scene.
And not new at all, but Torment now bringing out the first demo of the game. You'll love to see it. We all know Calm has been, always searching for those demos, making sure he's top of the leaderboards when it comes to demos. But Torment, making sure he has no slack on the defensive end. He's keeping up that third man position very strong. And so Daniel going for an air dribble, gets past Torment, gets bumped off though in beast mode, almost saves it, but not quite enough as Rose is going to put it home.
Yeah, that is just an unfortunate lapse in rotation there. You can see Beast Mode really trusted his teammate to push the ball up to him on the far left side of the field, but they could not get a good touch. They had to scramble
5,
back. They got a
4,
good save to keep it off their
3,
goal line, but
2,
with no second man to
1.
follow up, it will get put away by Daniel. So that's a real quick opener for SSG.
Torment going to pick up some speed here as he was beat very handily with the air dribble, but now on the defensive, he is third man with beast mode now trying to drive out of his half, and of course, going to have to flip to a quick turnaround here and try to find his way down the halfway line, but the ball's taken away by Reddles, who's going to back pass it, and Torment is there for it. Pass to the last man, not quite the flick, going just high.
Good save there by Arsenal. Difficult position to be in with the player coming in that fast, but he held his flip perfectly and played the duel against Torment and won it this time. Of course, if you take too many chances like that, eventually one will find its way through. So definitely want to make sure you are challenging a bit further away from your goal line, as this could be a chance for Torment to get a shot, but a bit too soft, so Arsenal will collect. Even using the flip reset to keep the play going, but Calm dumping that right back into Daniel. I'm loving the backboard defense out of SSG, and now they get to counterattack, but no, Torment say we're going back the other way, and of course Reddles is there stopping that one before it gets too far.
And Torment sending that ball nice and high up to the backboard. He's not the most mechanical player on this team, but he is very happy to set up his more mechanical friends, Calm and Beast Mode. And he is that man you want to watch out for, the real playmaker here, opening up the field, just in the right position to really set up his teammates who then go in and get those demos, get those plays, open it up, and Torment either following it up or just setting up the perfect pass. As Calm here on defense, going to try to take it down, and Torment getting back, digging another demo. Free up some space for V1 to work with. His Beast One's going to try to find a last man pass, and Torment is there to get just blocked by Daniel.
A very dangerous double commit, but good job there by Daniel, saving his team from having it tied up too early. As there's this good pressure from V1 for now. Torment getting a great pass center for Beast Mode to put that one away.
And there we see it, Torment, the man making it happen, sitting in that corner, watching the ball bounce out off the defender, getting to it first before Arsenal could really reach it, and just setting up his teammate, popping in the perfect spot right in front of the net, and Beast Mode just slamming it home. A nice, easy shot.
Yeah, great one there, tying it up before it can get too late in the game. Of course, as the clock ticks down, the pressure ticks up for the players. And right off the getting scored on, SSG does have the ball on kickoff, winning the 50 by Torment, but Beast Mode's here to keep it safe. No, Reddles here to center it, but there's no one there to follow quite yet. Arsenal with a high shot, trying to set up Daniel for the finish. Can't get it either. This ball's going to wide to Arsenal, but good job by Beast Mode getting the follow-up save. Now another shot from Daniel. Calm making the save. Ball come out to Reddles, looking to control, but Calm again there. Keep pushing it wide. The defense from V1 holding strong.
You see SSG making sure those rotations on the offense are nice and tight. Make sure they always have a player on the ball, but V1 happy to contend and always have a player on that ball right behind it. He's going to handle that ball right in front of the net. No one there to challenge him. He's going to send it out, but that ball just get taken away by Daniel. And no one able to really maintain possession for a long extended period of time here. As V1 still on defense, Torment gets up for it, and there you see him, that solid third man defensive play for V1, keeping them alive on this against this offensive SSG.
Now a quick little passing play will give them the pressure, but no, could turn around by Daniel. Cutting that right out. It definitely seems they're kind of ping-ponging back and forth. Both teams collecting a lot of boost. Calm going for solo plays, but better control by Daniel, bringing it down. Torment meeting him on the wall, beats him. We'll try and touch it down to a teammate. Calm with the fast shot, a double commit, but it does get the save. Beast Mode with the follow-up, and another save on the goal line by Reynolds.
And the quick recoveries by SSG keep them alive and keep this game tied on up with with just over a minute left to go. See Daniel coming down the young gun. He was popping off in the Winter Major, and now he's going to try to pop off against V1. It's comes out to the far side. Beast Mode going to put that center. And we've seen Beast Mode time and time again working off that back wall, getting those redirects and the doomsies.
Oh,
And he has just been critical. But now on defense, he's got to make it happen and can't quite get there in time. SSG score in the final minute.
and Beast Mode tried to get back in time, but Calm and Torment were left scrambling in their own end there. I saw one man get demoed on the backboard. Camera's a bit far away, so I couldn't see the nameplate. But just absolute chaos in the corner, and the ball squeaks through and is able to get put away. SSG, they've had some good pressure for long portions of the game, and now they might have their go-ahead goal with just 51 seconds on the clock.
Now, we got to make something happen. But as we know, SSG is one of their biggest weaknesses. And if you can really force version 1 to keep 2 men back, really cripple that 2-man offensive play they like to go for, then that will really keep them from scoring. And SSG is so good at that. Arsenal working his way out of the backfield. And he'll try to look for somebody downfield, but he's going to take it himself. Rails up in support while Daniel's sitting nice and pretty in the midfield. It goes up to the corner. And SSG just kind of contain control. Nice soft touch by Rails. Make sure he can keep on top of it and calm. Now we're going to have someone backfield. As you get down, it's going for a post just off and no follow-up means the goal is not to be found.
Oh, that was so close to tying it up, but now the ball's coming the other way. A quick shot from Reynolds, saved by Beast Mode. Version 1 is running out of time. Calm's trying to pop it up for a solo play, but Daniels got out the interception. That ball's coming down. Torment, can he keep it up? He does. Ball's still in the air, now trying to center it. Beast Mode popping up. Is there a fall quite yet? No. Here we go. Calm misses it, leaving it for Beast Mode to get the passing play, but Daniel was ready and waiting to ground that one. SSG will take game 1.
Beautiful job by SSG, making sure they can keep that offensive pressure in V1's half. We saw there in the second to last minute, they were keeping it going back and forth. There was always a player behind the ball, always trying to find a passing player, someone. And V1 breaking out occasionally, but not able to mount that 2-man offensive play that they always really like to. Of course, Torment setting up that first goal for V1 was crucial, but SSG shutting down the V1 offense, and V1 now going to have to find a different way through in game number 2.
Yep, game number 2, a best of 5 series. Of course, if they lose this one, they'll lose this theory out of this tournament. And of course, you never want to go out this early. And yeah, I gotta attribute that victory to SSG's physical play. That's how you've always known them for, and they've showed it again. Another case in point example of what they can do if they're left unchecked. If you can't track the guys going back, I recall there in the last 10 seconds, I think Arsenal stole V1's back left 100, zoomed across the net, stole their back right 100, and then zoomed across the net again, just constantly chasing aggressive plays. So I love the rotation out of Arsenal. I love seeing the aggression. And version 1, you have to respond.
Okay. How did you all like that? How did you like the feel? It was definitely different.
Oh, it was nice for some portions of it, but yeah, that second goal, it was really hard to do a color breakdown of what happened because it was so far on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that you tried in the setting. I'm never gonna be like, oh, I can't believe you didn't see the name. You just went with it. You remained smooth, and that is something I do very much appreciate. So something I like is the fact that I didn't realize this until now. Commentating from this perspective, one, not only gives you a better perspective of the points to find for color commentary, but it also encourages the breaking of touch by touch, play by play. Because you're not always going to be the player who is immediately in. I noticed at the very start, almost everything was Torment related. But in the second half of the 5 minutes, y'all started to find different ways of having conversations about what was going on. And it was just before I switched over to BMO. Once I switched over to Beast Mode, y'all were already having a full-on conversation about the game. So it was really smooth. It was delightful, enjoyable even, to hear the way that y'all were able to have a back and forth. It was really nice hybrid feel.
Oh man, casting RLCS though, I definitely my struggle is I don't really watch a lot of it, and so when the other caster I'm working with starts like Zectech weaving in that storyline, it's like, well, I haven't been watching the season, I don't know the storyline.
Most of that I picked up from Kendo's tweets.
I actually kind of knew. I heard a couple was like word for word. I love it. I love it. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
Oh,
Wait.
sorry, Zectech. Tournament got canceled tonight.
Which one?
Red Crown.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
Does that mean you are both here still, or do I just have Zectech?
Then we're both here because I believe
we were both
Zectech
working the Red
was-
Crown one. Yeah.
Yeah. How the turns have tabled. I love
Yeah,
it.
I just noticed that. But thank you for the hybrid compliment. That's always nice to hear.
Well, I
'Cause
mean,
oh, go ahead.
I could tell it was uncomfortable at first, just with the fact that everything was Torment and there was an over mention of Torment, and it was everybody's starting point was Torment. But once you got used to the view and you were keeping up with the pace of play as well as everything else that was going on around the pitch, and it literally forced you to not think about each and every touch. And I actually might do this more often. It's going to torture a few people in the process. But one of the things I feel like needs to be broken for a lot of people is the straight up radio play-by-play.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's already an overabundance of casters. But there is such an overabundance of radio style play-by-play that we're a dime a dozen at this point.
Yeah, but I've been trying to make an active effort to tone down the radio style play-by-play and just focus more on those like major shifts in the ball, like not just like catching it, going for a ground to air dribble, has the ball, it's just like going up for an air dribble.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Using general terms for the movement of the ball is never a bad thing. You can be extremely open-ended with the way that you're conversing about a given play. I'll give an example here by backing it up quite a bit.
And I do want to say something about the camera angle too, because I realize now how it's kind of been, I guess, complements and conflicts with my style of color commentary. It's like your point first, please, Kendo.
But I'm just gonna do this really quick. Space Station doing a great job of keeping the ball, retaining in the offensive zone. It really has left V1 on their heels. We see a pass. Reddles, this is going to be down in the box. Shut on will be saved by Torment. Back end no longer able to get it, and there is the clear. V1 are able to keep it clean.
I like that. Yeah,
So,
that qualitative breakdown rather than a quantitative talking about every single touch.
So rather than me actually going through and breaking down each and every touch, which I mean, it could have been pretty easy, I'm talking about the general movement of the ball. It's allowing me to be a lot more it's allowing me to enunciate much better and add a lot more stress to times where ball is in danger zone, kind of like you heard at the end there. I was a little more reactive than I would like to have been. Normally I would have been able to read that a little bit better. I'm still getting used to this.
You just kind of throw yourself into it.
Yeah, I did whiplash myself a tiny bit. I could have done better at it. It's still getting used to some of the camera angle myself. But the fact is, we were able to raise with it. We were able to rock with it. We were able to roll with it and enjoy ourselves through it. By that I mean, like, I was free. I had the time to where I could react to it that quickly. Yes, I reacted to it, but I was actually still within, what, half a second of it actually being in a dangerous spot. It may be a little fast on the raise of hype. Maybe not the scenario you want to raise the hype in. But at the same time, we're still able to, in our wordings, keep everything general, keep everything to where we're flexible to the circumstance that's given to us. But so I did like the fact that y'all got used to it over that first minute and a half, and then by 2 minutes in, I didn't have to hear Torment's name 20 times. I was worried for a second. The fact that you were all able to adjust to that on the fly, 10 out of 10. Really good job there. The one other thing I would say just from that single game to focus on, and it's just a quick reminder, time awareness. Not always the... One of the things I talked about on Thursday, we had Juggle God in a VOD review that I did on stream. And one of the things I really touched on, spent a lot of time just harping on, was the fact that regardless of your role, we are trying to manipulate the time based upon what is being presented to us and what is happening on the pitch. So, like, you get to a point where you're in the last minute and a half. Now, all of a sudden, we have to focus. Because, say, for instance, right here, we have goal at 51 seconds. The biggest goal we can have is, regardless of whether somebody's play-by-play, color, or hybrid, you want to have the decisive person finishing off within the last 30 seconds.
Yep.
So we ended up having a throw, I think, with about 16 seconds left.
It was 11.
11? Okay. So 11 seconds. It was a 1-goal game. And that's not the best time to throw. If everybody's on top of that and everybody's trying to set each other up, like, even if you know you're in like a hybrid circumstance and it's 25 seconds, don't be afraid to short throw to your teammate and let them have it. Especially if they're well versed in, play-by-play. Because the fact is, the understanding most of the people are going to have that you're casting with, especially the higher up you get, is the give and take of the circumstance warrants that you give that back to them eventually. I think
it was kind of hard for Zach Tech to find a comfortable spot to throw.
That is true.
If you go to the 20-second mark, I think the ball was in front of V1's net for like a good while here. Yeah, Beast Mode puts it across. Yeah, there's the demo I was talking about from Arsenal. Reynolds going for another shot, 50 on the goal line. And then it's like, so you have to throw it here, but there's a long shot coming. This could go in at any time, and it doesn't.
And this will be probably one of the only times you hear me say this. So make sure you clip it and you use it against me as blackmail. If you have it in you, don't be afraid to carry it the rest of the 14 seconds.
Oh, yeah. I'd be okay. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's about making a show entertaining.
Yeah, it's about the smoothness of the presentation as well. So I'm not going to be 100% like, you can't do that. No. you can get away with it, especially in hybrid, because, and to be honest, you were in the proper mode with your back and forth conversation. It was just a cautionary tale. So time awareness, time manipulation, continuing to improve yourselves on it would be a very good thing. That's just what I gathered from that.
Yeah, actually, in the last week, there have been a couple of times where I have casted it all the way through, and then what I try to do the next game is leave it to my partner to cast all the way through.
Yeah.
So I'll try and like be time aware and let them have the closing words in the next game because like I think there was one. I know there were one or two games I think on that Saturday VOD I sent you, Kendo, where it was literally like 40 seconds of nonstop action at the end, and I just casted the whole time. And then the next game I made sure as soon as I had a good throw in the last like 30 seconds, like boom, it's over to you, so that my partner can have their time in the spotlight.
That right there, the type of unselfish commentating that I truly adore. I appreciate you all the more just knowing that.
Thank you. But again, I heard it from you because this is something you taught me in one of the casting workshops, just to just go through to the end.
Yeah.
And I want to do that, but then I feel bad if I talk for too long. So I'm like, you know what, partner, like you
Yeah.
got the next one.
Yeah. And that again, it all is circumstance. It's all, everybody's growing themselves. Everybody is on their own casting journey, and there is no right way or perfect way to cast a given situation. Neither is there any wrong way. But I can definitely tell you the more effective way would be at that 12 seconds not throwing. As far as building the hype around the circumstance. But
What you just said though, oh yeah, so that earlier point I made about the camera position, like my style of color commentary. So like when Flom's describing his style, like he looks at that, you know, that important player or that really like that third man to see what they're up to, right? That stuff that happens off camera, never, you know, not shown on director camera, I should say. But like my personal style, or like what I've found works best for me, is talking about what's on the director cam, but like the more nuanced stuff that's not
Yeah.
immediately obvious. So I just found that interesting that, you know, Flom's focuses on, you know, one man or the third man and that side of the field, but I try and focus on the second man in frame so
Yeah.
that I just find like if you're talking about something that happens off camera, like people won't be able to associate that with what they're seeing. But if you talk about it on camera while it's happening, but they don't immediately recognize it the first time, then the second time when I'm bringing it down, it's like, oh, that, you know, that's actually what happened.
yeah. And that also kind of caveats into Floms being a one-trick color commentator, which is very, very rare. A large portion of the time that Flo is working, the person who's going to be commentating opposed will be someone who's able to bring a play-by-play with which Flo can color inside, outside the lines, and really bring a new light to the play that was put down. So that was one of the reasons why I truly wanted Flo's perspective on everything, and I'm still so impressed with that casting workshop. That casting workshop was stellar, and I hope that we end up having more just like it.
I'm sad I missed the play-by-play.
Wait, what's up? What's up?
Wasn't there a play-by-play one the week before?
No, not necessarily.
Oh.
There wasn't an official one. Like, my expertise would be play-by-play. I would want to see if I could get a couple of people who would be better experts than me at play-by-play. I mean, I could pull Curtis at any time, and he would be able to do really good radio play-by-play, as that's his background. But it would behoove me to see if we could pull someone who is really renowned for the way that they approach play-by-play.
I actually just had an idea. I'm not sure of the practicality of this, but I would love if for a future CCA CRL broadcast, if like we could just like sit in on it. Like I don't know like the logistics of that. Like you definitely want to make sure everyone's like perma muted except the real casters and production crew, but like I think it'd be really cool if we could like sit in on a CCA broadcast in the future.
Interesting.
Yeah, like obviously force mutes on everyone else so that there's no chance of, you know, unnecessary commentary. But like I would just love to kind of see what professional casters are doing in between games and like, behind camera. Yeah, I don't know.
I think there are certain people that would not appreciate that whatsoever, because
Yeah, I know it's dangerous.
the green room can be, I mean, there are very clean green rooms and there are very interesting green rooms. I'm not gonna name any names, and I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like, hey, this person specifically would not appreciate this. But it's amazing to see how many people are different people off of the screen than they are on the screen. Granted, there's always there's always the realm of, we're supposed to be bringing rated G content
I was about to say, yep.
to the table. And I mean, I don't even need to name the name Spaceman for you to know that there's a big difference off of the major broadcast, because you've seen it contrasted from actual RLCS to our mainstream RLCS to Team Stream Rogue. You know, the dynamic difference between the two already is right there, you know? So I don't feel like I'm going out of my way or throwing anybody under the bus. Not that I feel like Spaceman's Rogue commentary was a negative thing. In fact, I kind of enjoyed enjoy his presentation and his ability to bring a different attitude. It's a combination of planned comedy, but also the watch partyism that we have been getting throughout a lot of the team streams.
Yeah, there is a league caster who I've been noticing a lot more recently, a Freak.
Oh yeah.
In the last couple of years, I've been noticing he's been getting like really harsh on the teams and the players, like in his commentary.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, compared to the other casters, it's like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know how you can rip. Oh.
I will say Freak's been there practically the longest out of all of them. So
And,
it's like, been there, done that. Yeah, been there, done that. Enjoyed it all. You know, you can't fake her. Get off my lawn. You know, get off.
Yeah.
Could literally go that route with it if he wanted, but
But thankfully he doesn't
need to.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Zach.
Oh, you're good. I was just gonna say, I think one of the biggest things that caught me off guard was hearing Subi curse on the Sunless Con video.
I don't.
Just like, oh, this is cool. You know, fun casting. It's like not quite casting, and they're a little more relaxed. And then he's just like, "What the frick, guy?" It's like, Subi, what?
I'm probably one of the only commentators who just straight laced. I almost never curse. That is one portion of it. You are getting who I actually am at home. It's just not. For me, the on-camera presence is not much of a change from the off-camera presence when it comes to dialogue that I utilize.
I can feel that. I can feel that.
Oh yeah.
One reason or another.
Yeah. I'm very similar. Well, I wouldn't say in all dialogue, but as far as the type of dialogue I use, I'm pretty similar on stream as I am off stream.
But yeah, it is amazing to hear some of the dynamic differences. Another example of that, I know Grant has a couple soundboards of Sleeky, which I guarantee everybody has heard before. We won't get into that. That's a tale for another day. Especially when it's unapproved content.
Yeah, since my first broadcast, I've been making a real concerted effort to not say anything inappropriate on stream, because it's very integrated in my gaming vocabulary when I'm not on camera and I'm just playing with friends. So when I'm casting, I really do try and filter it. But now that I've been doing it for a while, it does get easier.
I will say I appreciate it at times. though, when there are certain commentators, I've noticed it even more in the there are some that'll bring it to Rocket League, but you get it more often than not in the FPS world, whether it be Val, whether it be even Fortnite. Just some people be like, that is a. I mean, I'll just straightforward. That is one hell of a series. It's like.
I do say that. I do say that sometimes.
There are times where it is properly used, and I can actually appreciate it because it's dynamic enough to warrant the word. You know, if you're just throwing that out there as oh, this is an amazing thing, it's just a simple ball touch. It's not amazing. But when you get it's just a simple double tap. It's not amazing. But when you actually get that 5-degree angle from the side corner, then it's a triple tap, flip reset. How in the world did he do that? Oh, it's amazing! You know, if it warrants it, then there seems to be precedent for certain levels, but you don't want to go and cross boundaries. And then, of course, going back to the original discussion that we had on today's stream, you definitely want to treat everything as you would as a professional. So,
yep.
People hear that and it's like, not in my high school Rocket League.
Yeah, when I joined the obviously the casting booth to the end, I try and maintain the same filter for word choice and just energy and all that. I find it helps.
Horse, man. Oh, mercy. Let's see here.
Did that happen one time for OPSE where they forgot to mute the casters for like a minute after the game? And so all they heard was us making our predictions for the next series. And I feel bad about this because it was we're first place team versus last place team.
Mm-hmm.
And so we, the cast, are just saying yeah, this next one's gonna be a quick one.
Oh
no, it's it's gonna be real bad. And they caught that on camera, because they had the audio still coming through.
Yeah, that's rough.
But that's the true color commentary, right? It's uncolored, or it's unemphasized, it's not presented elegantly, but that's just the hard truth of it, which is we're trying to just break down what the next series is going to be like.
We thought we
had
the tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the tooth. and sometimes it is a hard pill to swallow for some.
You can't handle the truth.
Yes, you can't handle the tooth. Yeah, it's in my mouth. Never mind. I'll stop. Bad. So would y'all like to do another replay, or should we go to VODs?
I'd be down for another replay. I mean, now we're
I know
we don't have to do any casting tonight, so I don't need to save my voice for anything. I'm
down for either. I mean, you'll get a little more color in my VOD just because I know the teams well, but yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah. I'd say the same thing about my VOD because it was the last day of the regular season, and literally one team's qualification, the final playoff spot, came to the last couple minutes of Game 5 for the final series of the night. It was actually kind of
wow.
I will probably just do VODs, just because if I have 2 VODs, I know how long-winded I tend to be. So we may end up talking about things for a very long time. I feel like we're all comfortable enough here that we're not going to have to worry about the Cersero, if you have something for Zek, feel free to speak up. Zek, if you have something for Cersero, feel free to speak up. I mean, it's literally other people's perspective. There'll be times where you notice things that I don't, and I notice things that others don't, etc. But turbo golf racing, what in the world is that?
It's the newest thing, don't you know?
Didn't realize that this was a thing. I am 100% requesting access.
Turbo golf racing.
Turbo golf racing. It basically, it's like Rocket League meets
Golf with your friends.
golf with friends. Yes.
Yeah.
Like
As long as I can demo.
Oh, and then meets Twisted Metal. Okay, that's disgusting. That's gonna be a game.
Oh, there is PvP. Yeah. I just saw like a
They're firing rockets at each other, firing rockets at each other's ball.
This stream is not sponsored by.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's like a personal stream. I'm not technically on an RLCS stream right now, but that looks like a really cool game.
I'd love to cast it.
Complete rabbit trail done. Bye. Bye. I'm so tempted to say that word one more time, and never mind.
Rabbit trail?
Oh.
I mean, boy bands.
Oh,
Is audio cutting out for you guys? I'm losing you guys occasionally.
I just got that. I actually quite enjoy listening to NSYNC, and I was thanking you for that. Now I'm gonna listen to that.
Well, you are my fire. Yeah, let's see here. Who should we go with first? Are either of you leaving early?
Nah.
No, don't think so.
No? Okay.
Coin flip, reverse alphabetical order.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Reverse alphabetical order. That is the winner right there. Zectech wins. Reverse alphabetical order. That was the creativity.
The first time my name has gotten me first in anything.
I know, my last name's Weeb, so it's like I'm always last.
Yeah, no, I'm Zach Moore, so like.
Oh, you're middle no matter what.
Yep. I'm either last or middle.
Is there a specific series we should jump on here? Or is this all the same series?
So you probably want to go near the last two, because that'll be the varsity teams playing. Though I do have some decent color at the beginning because I know the orange team pretty well. So it just depends, really.
Guys are built different.
We've got 4 teams from each school.
Really?
And then the lower teams face each other, and then the loser swapped out with the next higher up team until a school loses all their teams.
Oh, okay. So you actually did it like a kendo meet.
Sure. I don't think I know that.
Okay.
It's a relay. It's a team relay.
My friend compared it to Squad Strike from Smash Bros.
Yeah. I'd say it's like a relay.
Pepper,
oh no,
Pepper, oh no!
Yeah.
Not Papa John's! Anything but Papa John's!
Man, I'm gonna be listening to so much NSYNC later. Oh
no.
Also, my computer crashed twice trying to set up this stream just because there were so many graphics.
Oof.
That was loud. Oh. This is one of the hardest intro songs I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, I know that song.
Oh no, I've never heard of this song before, but this is like, holy crap, this is what's it all out.
Yep, it's a very generalized Rocket League Monster Cat playlist that usually doesn't get us copyright struck.
I've had music in Rocket League disabled for like 2 years.
Oof. Okay.
No, I haven't heard before.
coming in. with
Oh,
Team
hype.
White.
Oh, there's the hype tank.
Yeah, the hype
Yes, it
change.
is Arsenal. It is quite clean. So,
Is he doing what I think he's doing with his? Oh my
is
god.
Yes, it is Arsenal. What?
His fingers. Oh, these kids.
Players coming out.
It's
That's super fun.
an inappropriate gesture. Oh my god.
For Washington tonight.
Don't show it on the stream, Kendo. No.
Figure this out. Oh, well, I have them, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dude, these younglings whipping out. That's.
We got the shocker up in here.
Show here. As you can see.
Yeah, no, don't go back to
No.
it. Don't go
So
back
you,
to it.
you literally you all introduce everybody. That's awesome.
Decal. It did an amazing job. There's also an orange variant, and we'll get to see that later in the year.
Yep, we made slides for every single player at OSU and for Washington.
First up on the orange team, we have Zola, majoring in computer science. He has peaked at Champ 1, and his favorite RLCS team is NRG.
That is so awesome.
Next up for orange, we have Dialect, also computer science. Peaking at Champion
Wow,
2, his favorite team is
Zola.
G2, and his favorite player in particular is Chicago.
Zola unashamedly is
Finally,
that one
for Team
champion
Orange,
player who
Oregon State's
knows
first
all
team
the
tonight,
offensive
we
moves,
have
you know,
Wonder.
ceiling shots, flipper sets.
Also in computer
but on
science,
defense
peaking at
is just
Champion
kinda,
3,
eh.
and his favorite player in RLCS is Arsenal. So, great to see all these players coming out.
I
Of course,
appreciate the
now.
pictures.
Who are our first
I
three
appreciate the
players
pictures.
for Washington tonight?
Yep, we had them submit pictures, whether they were pictures of them or not.
Let me
Just
figure this out.
representative
I don't know
pictures.
what order you have them in. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Was that
Okay,
actually a
just
picture
tell me,
of Wonder?
Team White.
I think
Who's
so.
on Team
I think
White
so.
tonight?
Okay.
Probably a young
Coming in
picture.
with Team White. This is our first team that we have. We have Griffin Rio.
All right, so we got Griffin Rio, computer science, picking Champion 3, and his favorite player is
I
Squishy
like the
Muffins.
Jorby swipe he's got going on
we
right
have
there.
Whale WW. Got to plug the school in
Jorby
the
swipe?
name.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah?
I see.
Music
Oh,
production
that's
major,
cute.
Champion 3, and his favorite team is Complexity. And
Okay.
Whale's a man after
Yep.
my own heart. I'm also
Yeah,
music
we had a
production.
lot of Squishy
I have
fans.
also picked a Champion 3,
Amongst our
and
players.
I also
it's the
have Complexity as one
generational
of my
thing.
favorite teams.
On
Who's
Whale,
our
last
last
my
player for
brother
White
from another
tonight?
mother.
We have Quadruple A. I don't know what we're gonna call mid-match, but
Column A. And he is in journalism, peaking at Diamond 2, and his favorite team is SSG.
So
lot of
is this
SSG
going to be?
fans,
Do we
Arsenal
want to
fans,
go with
too.
the first one? We'll
notice
have a
that
lot of
looking
fun with
through
it.
the stats.
Yeah, let's
Very
do it.
popular.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
let's do this. I'm looking forward to this.
All right. And I think we are almost about ready
Did they lose your camera?
to get started. As
We got
some
it
of this
back.
set
He
up
he
real
changed
quick.
his link, and so I had to put it in.
Oh no.
My computer was really
And,
chugging.
Cam, why don't you give us a rundown of what we're going to see tonight from Washington? What do you think it's going to look like here?
Oh, my face is frozen.
From Western Washington in this first matchup here, 3 of these players, one of them, Quadruple A, I have not actually
We're
seen
gonna blame
play before, so I'm
Can
very
Man.
excited to see
Can
how
Man
that
also
goes.
got a frozen face.
But from our other 2, we have Whale, who every single time that I've streamed this team a lot, every single time they always come out swinging, they're always on point, and Whale especially has had some very decisive moments, very clutch shots and saves. So I'm very excited to see what he can do going into this first match.
Let's go,
That
Whale.
sounds very exciting. I'm very excited to see that all happen on screen.
Ooh, we had a Tim
Now from
Tebow
Team
moment
Orange. Pardon me. We have Zola, who's to be a team captain now, is a organizer for Oregon State Rocket League. He is known for many of his ceiling shots and going for those very mechanical plays. Dialect, of course, is a very solid rotator, always in a good spot, and Wonder,
there.
just all around great passer, great striker. So this is going to be a great team. I'm very excited to see them bring it.
Yeah, me
And-
too. I think that this is going to be a very close match. I know I have looked at the ranks, and they're all about similar ranks, so it should be as close as possible.
I
believe
predict
Wonder
OSU
right,
3-0.
but
The
my,
same shots from other, better. And
I don't even know. Is it best of 1, 3, or 5, Zach?
I think it's a best of
Right.
best of
We're
7
up here.
technically.
We're up here.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
Each school has 4 teams, and if all 4 teams
Yes, we will get
lose,
that
then they
fixed.
lose.
We've got it figured out.
Okay. So an hour long. Oh wow. So this must have gone the distance
That-
then. If it's an hour.
Get the momentum rolling. To replace the losing
Right.
team is the next
Hey, we
highest
got Can
ranked
Man.
from that school. So,
Hey,
for an example, when
I love the
when
hand gestures.
Western Washington's white team here beats Oregon State's orange team, then our white team will stay on the field, and the next highest ranked team from Oregon State will come in and fill in that gap on the other side. And we will continue doing this until a best of 7 is played out.
Don't like the camera framing.
Yes,
love the
I
hand
believe,
motions.
we will hopefully see all.
thank you. I
7
have been complimented on my
play
camera
out.
framing,
That is, I think, the
Hopefully.
best.
and I would
option
offer this
right
to my
right now.
mom.
You know, yours is good, but Can Man's is
I
too
mean, it
low.
could
It's
be
too
or,
low.
you know,
I was
our
gonna say
lowest team is just
it
gonna
started out okay,
roll
then he moved
through
it down, and
all
I'm
4
like,
of your teams.
oh
But,
no.
you know,
I
I guess
don't-
we will
I
find out.
don't think so, but we'll have to find out. Honestly, we'll let the gameplay speak for itself.
Is
Here
he
we
using
go.
is he using a Turtle Beach headset with
5
the
minutes on the clock. Game
actual
number 1 in the
microphone from it?
series. Griffin Rio's gonna get us started. with a
I
quick
think
shot.
so. I
Wonder
don't know.
sends
I
it
didn't
off to the
confirm.
side.
And I wonder
Make
down
me
the
a
field into the
flashbacks
corner.
to
It's gonna roll around in front of
voice
the net,
chat
but
and Rocket
Griffin gets
League.
a nice clear off to the side.
giving me flashbacks to
Back into the corner now.
old Doctor
And
Disrespect.
OSU getting some good control in the first couple seconds of this game.
The Turtle
It's gonna
Beach
spell
headset.
Some good signs for them for the rest of the series, hopefully.
Aggressive.
But in this first match, looks like OSU does seem to maintain control for most of these
True,
first
I do
30
need to play more
seconds.
Shungite.
You know, and this is just the beginning of the match. Is always a little bit of
Oh.
a feeler, just see how the other
So
team
fun
plays.
fact about Team Orange,
So I wouldn't expect too much.
their
possession, but,
MO
alright, Oregon
is the
State
fact that
does
they
seem to
have no
come out
comms.
on the front foot here, but I'm sure
Wait,
Western
what?
Washington will come back. The
They
save comes out from
they
Griffin
literally
Rio,
like
stuffs
yeah
him
no
under,
we
makes
tend to
sure that
play
ball
best
does
when we
not
don't
end
say
up in the
anything
back
at
of the
all.
net. Western Washington try to push out of their own half.
Like I'll play with them and like
Dialect
I'm
taking to
commenting the
air.
entire
He's
time
got
and they're
some
saying
space to work with.
absolutely
He knocks it up and
nothing.
it goes in the top right corner. Dialect starting off the scoring for Oregon State.
Yeah, this is a really nice shot. He followed that one up quickly. Look at that
No
top corner
comms?
placement as well. Well, almost
Nope,
there to save
not
it,
at all.
but not quite there in time. 4 minutes left on the clock, and Oregon State
Oi!
keeps the lead in this first game.
Oregon State coming out strong. Wonder now on defensive, trying to get a good clear out, but Whale is there to receive it.
Ooh.
It's a strong
mix
touch out to
of-
the side, and Wonder's going to chase him down.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there from Western Washington, but it seems coming out of defense, they have figured that little miscommunication out. We saw a passing play there, but still no control from Western Washington. Just trying to ping pong the ball back and forth and look for an opening in Oregon's defense.
Oregon
Seems
State,
like a
not
lot of
Oregon.
short
We don't want
casts
to talk of the
and quick throws.
fellows down south now.
I apologize. You're right. Oregon State's.
It was intriguing
Much
to
different.
do play
Very different, very
cast with
different.
Can Man because he never cast it
Much better
before. And
Rocket League team.
yeah, he definitely had shorter
As
throws, which I was
Dialect
trying to
is gonna
adjust
drive
to.
it downfield, but Whale is there to receive it. Wonder popping in center, but no one Oregon State to follow up his pass.
At the
Put your
same
play now.
time,
Hey,
Ooh,
has
looking-
no boost on the backboard. This is very dangerous. A shot off the backboard, and Griffin is actually going to take this one down. So
Good job there.
So-
Yeah, you can see he jumped in on the little break he
Yeah.
gave.
at the same time, that's just kind of goes in line with the best way to learn somebody else, especially early on, is to keep it short. Like, if you want to learn about somebody's tendencies, let them have the mic. And the best time to do it, early in the series. Like, have fun with it. I admire the fact that you just short back and forth, and it's kind of getting mirrored back and forth. Yeah, right there, you do hear the reach out and grab it from you.
Yeah, I've casted with Zach a couple of times. Like, like when we do cast Zach, I'm like, okay, I know you're just taking a break to catch your, like a little pause, but you're gonna keep talking. So like, I leave that, but I could, if it's your first time casting, I'm not surprised that they kind of jumped in like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is something I work on is making sure that if I need to take a breath or a little break, that I actually give a pause to let them talk and then come back in and not like do a huh. Anyway.
That's true.
I
I do like
appreciate
this
that.
this short throw style.
Yeah.
This is new to me. I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, short throw is actually something I really do enjoy having back and forth, making 10 to 20-second throws, especially if you're having a conversation with somebody. The thing, I will do that most often when I am commentating with someone who is more like a content creator or has never had any experience doing a full-on broadcast. I'll just say a good example. I commentated with JG at one point for one of the KCP casts.
Mhm.
And I just beforehand, I'm like, hey, you don't have to be nervous at all. Let's just have a conversation. Just enjoy ourselves. Enjoy the game that we have in front of us. He did interrupt me a couple times, but I let it go. As the moment I heard him, I just dropped it. I let him have his space. And we had an amazing conversation about Rocket League throughout. And to be honest, the amount of content that was brought that day, I think really inspired him to want to do more watch parties and want to do more, spots where he was commentating and talking about what was going on. He did have a natural rhythm as far as being a streamer went, which was cool. But we definitely had to figure each other out as far as how long to hold, who to take it, when to take it, etc. Either way, the number one thing is we had a ballin' amount of fun that cast.
1v1 the other way.
Nice.
Griffin also has no boost. Can't get the shot.
Oh,
No, a good demo
that's
coming in from Zola.
dirty!
Making sure that shot never gets put on target.
Dalek now working on the backfield, picking up the sidewall.
I appreciate the fact he was able to present that demo without over embellishing it. My temptation would have been 100% to just be like, to go ham on what was a brilliant demo. You don't get to see those types of demos that often.
Wait, can you run it back real quick?
Like it was a come from behind, prevent the shot demo.
Or this is very dangerous. A shot off the backboard, and Griffin is actually going to take this one down. It's a 1v1 the other way, but Griffin also has no boost. Can't get the shot. No, a good demo coming in from Zola. Making sure that shot
He just kept his entire rhythm. I loved the consistency.
never gets put on target.
Not the best throw, or not the best time to throw, but not everybody knows that. And those are the things you just have to be versatile. Make sure you clean up each other's messes.
Dalek now working on the backfield, picking up the sidewall. And trying to find something here, but he leaves it for his teammates. But Griffin's gonna get to it first and slam it far downfield for A.
Huh?
There's no one back there from Oregon State.
If I was having fun with this, I probably would have commentated the name as It just brought that in. Like I could do it, enunciate in like 3 or 4 different ways. Questioning, definitive statement. It's like gets the ball to
That was kind of a dangerous moment, but nobody from Western
I would have had a little too much fun with that personally.
Washington was able to capitalize. I've noticed that a lot. Once Oregon State pushes up, it gets dangerous on the backside of the field as everybody pushes up as far as they can. So I'm sure next time Western Washington will take advantage of that.
Zola,
save there
good
from
save
Zola.
to the backboard. And now Western Washington on the offensive now for the past minute or so, keeping Oregon State having to work their way out of their half. Lose a lot of boosters to get it away from the net, but a little shot opportunity is going to be easily knocked away by Whale. As Wonder's going to shoot another one on net. It comes with the
Oh, what a
crossbar and
save.
just bounces out.
Wow, that was a banger of a shot too, and somehow Whale got back up, and that's what I was talking about. He's always clutch in those moments, always knows how to make the save. Here's a shot opportunity for Griffin the other way, saved away by Dialect. But the pressure's not over yet as Whale sends it back off the backboard. Is anybody there for the shot? Here comes A. Oh, is that a pinch all the way down the field? But Griffin is there to make sure it does not hit the back of the net.
About to center Dark able to control it, but Whale is there to clear it away before anything threatening can happen. Winner 50, and Zola's going to take it out to the side corner.
Western Washington's pressure
Oh, that was a very short one.
Yeah, I was like, that's a few
Bouncing.
seconds.
as Oregon State can only get a clear out to the back, just trying to let the pressure ease up a little bit. But Western
I
Washington
will say
just
I've
sends it right back
learned
in
since last time I
every single
cast Oregon
time.
State, because last time I kept saying Dialect's real name on stream, and I was like, oh no.
Let's got some space now and some boost to work with.
He was totally cool about it. He was like joking about how I doxed
Whale
him.
gets up in front of him. And OSU getting some good opportunities here. Dialect has been a strong striker here for OSU. He has some good air dribbles off the sidewall, and his teammates trying to find passes. But, you know, not a lot of second man support for OSU right now.
Yeah, they seem to have the play style of hunker down on defense and go for the solo play, and it works out when your mechanics are as good as I've seen some of these Oregon State players be. But coming down the other side of the field, Western Washington has always seemed to look for those passing plays, trying to find their teammates and get a quality opportunity. But there's only 30 seconds left here in this game number 1. And Western Washington really need to find something here as Griffin tries to send that one to the side, but it's blocked away by the defense.
Wonder goes up for it, gets a little touch out. Griffin, those on top of it, as Zol's going to challenge him for it, but Whale there to receive that 50. He goes out to the sidewall. Can he put it center? There's 10 seconds left. Dialect has to go up for it. He goes up the crossbar in the post, and it just goes out. Whale, though, 4 seconds, but gets dunked by Wonder. That's going to fly out, and Griffin's going to do everything he can to try to keep this up. Western Washington have to keep this up, but Wonder's going to get a touch on it and send it down. Oregon State take game number 1.
Man, that was the opportunity there at the end. You saw the shot. He had to place that one top corner as the defense was forcing that perfect placement, and he just could not do it. Just a little tiny bit off. And it looks like Oregon State will take this game number 1. But man, a little bit close there at the end. A little bit close.
It did get quite close.
And I was sure that he had that one scoring in the net. Man, unfortunate, just unlucky. You know, there's sometimes it's just an unlucky game of Rocket League, and even though the other team might not be better, you know, just luck. That's all I gotta say.
I disagree with
think
that
actually we're
statement,
going
Can Man. It's never luck.
It never luck. Never luck. Not allowed. Not allowed to be luck.
Yeah, I try to avoid doing that as much as possible because I feel like it discredits the efforts of the winning team. But like, there really isn't any lucky. The only luck based thing in Rocket League is when you get demoed and you spawn ball side. That's all. That's the only time that's true RNG.
I will say it was difficult trying to cast and admin the game as well.
Were you
I could tell that's
producing?
why. Yeah.
You were producing, adminning, and casting all at the same time.
Yep.
That explains why you weren't having fun at this point. At least not visibly. Like just this pause still, it could be used as blackmail.
I'm just thinking when he threw it to you, saying it was a close series, and he said, like, "Yep, it was a close one," and then you immediately threw it back to him. It's like I feel like Zach's managing something off camera right now.
Yeah. And we're going to.
I was managing many a thing off camera.
Step on in if they can.
Mainly a group chat full of 8 team captains.
Let's see if I can find the right map as well.
I do appreciate the fact that Can Man is having so much fun with it, though. You can see visually on the face
Looks like
the
we'll be playing on
attention.
Farmstead Knight.
Oh, exciting. Well, before we get into that, let us introduce the players for this
Yes,
next.
Just a moment
team.
as I bring that up.
There we go.
Cameron really needs to sit back though, man. It's disconcerting. It's like
Coming in, we have Kawhi.
I've been more
Liam.
sensitive about how my positioning on the camera since you pointed it out, Zach
Riley
and
and-
Kendall, like
Mhm.
last time.
A geology major.
Like
major,
yeah.
Speaking at Champion 3.
Ooh.
And favorite player, Squishy Muffins.
Squishy!
And coming into this, also known as
Also, I
is
think I'll be
NRG.
trying to head out at like 9:30, 9:40-ish.
Okay.
Yes, mind you. But the looks like
everybody good.
So
Sorry, I am-
we've seen the first one. I kind of
Yeah.
want to see how this all ends.
the true.
Yeah, the last
RC
game's good.
So we'll have to see just what they can pull together. And now Phil. Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, these
freaking-
names.
Next up, we have
These names.
Mike.
Challenge.
Also, okay.
Man.
The reason these two schools are playing is because we have a connecting player /
Back
manager
onto his favorite team, Dignitas.
who goes by Zuckerberg. He did his
Yeah, I
undergrad
don't
at
know much.
WWU,
Yeah, there's
but then
Or,
came to
we
Oregon
played-
State for his postgrad. And so he's got connections at both schools. And so it was funny. He was in the chat just
Hey,
like, what do
Oregon
my
State,
children have
he
to
is the one
fight?
who's- This is what I'm allowed.
Yeah, no, what do you do in this
And now
position
prove them
when
all.
you don't feel comfortable saying a player's name?
Which one?
I think we all know which one I'm talking about. Yep. I wonder
Oh,
which one
yes.
it could be.
It's always been a question for him, but he's like, no, I'm Jewish. It's fine. But yeah,
So the
yeah.
player's fine with it, then that's one thing. But like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean he's an official Rocket League Reddit moderator, so
Yeah.
Jeez.
Psyonix is good with him.
Yeah. I would probably address the name head on to start,
Mm-hmm.
but then
Mhm.
I would find ways to shorten it. Of course, you don't want to just shorten it to Jews. That
No,
doesn't seem like
probably
it'd be the
Hazard.
proper move.
I feel like I just Hazard was what they're calling him.
I would actually go JOH. I would actually normally you
Joe.
want to JOH like
Yeah, Joe.
abbreviation or Joe, yeah. No, I wouldn't go full on. I would probably go JOH, and I would probably at some point find myself making a reference to being hazardous on the field just to have fun with it. But at the same time, I feel like JOH would be the direction I would most likely find myself. And I don't normally
Okay.
suggest going 3 complete syllables by abbreviating the entire name, but you know,
Yeah.
if you're not comfortable with saying it, don't say it.
Joe Hazard.
If
Okay,
you,
I was just curious.
I could also just straight up find myself saying it, because if that's the name presented to me, I'm not going to get destroyed for saying a name that has been presented to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it is someone who has been, approved of their college with that
I
name.
know that they queue ranked together quite a bit when they.
Yeah.
I will say our varsity captain who he's subbing in for is
Arch.
Private Boy.
This.
But his profile picture is like the military private rank
Yeah.
and
Champions,
not
ladies and gentlemen.
so-
And this game will decide
most
who's
people
the better
understand
school
it.
of them all.
Yeah, mid mayhem, best of 7. Like
Okay. I'm a,
Also, yes, we have Impulse, the coach of Nova Saivi playing.
what? Ah.
Yeah, he's from
that's
WWU.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna add one more tab really quick, just so I can switch over, and because Cicero is leaving in 20 minutes, I want to get at least one in for Cicero, then we can switch it back. Ain't nobody want your pepperoni crust. I'm on keto. Can't do it.
Yeah, so this MNCS broadcast was a little scuffed because the main producer couldn't be here this week, so they had to, like, last minute pass it off to someone.
There's a name I haven't
Um,
seen in a hot minute. Mexican diabetes.
Oh yeah, Danger Taco rated us at after match 1. Yeah, I'd say the best series was either the last one or the first one.
Fuego, Ambrosia, Mexican diabetes. Like, this is an extremely interesting chat right now.
Oh yeah, this is the premier MNCS, so it's all like SSLs and like yeah, Ambrosia is the highest MMR player in MNCS. He played earlier in the night, or actually no, yeah, he played in the,
On the field,
match
Zodak
before. Yeah,
tapping this one
he played
off
in the
of the
match
wall.
before this.
And then Zodak, couple
Him and Fuego are on the same team.
teams that we are just in the air. No. Owen comes in trying to stuff that one home. Stewie cuts that
Yeah,
one
so
up. Puts it up in the air. Here comes Bubbly
for a bit
off
of
that
a bit
wall
of
comes
backstory here. So this will be
Zodak
my
not
fourth
able to
match in a
touch it.
row casting.
Stewie putting this one into the
And
sidewalk.
Delco
Pace
Dad
able to
felt
launch this one
obligated to
downfield,
like
looking
talk
for
as
that
long as
second touch.
possible to
Able
like
get
give me a
but
break.
Zodak able to stand tall there.
So like for the first game, it's a little bit Delco Dad heavy, but then towards the end, he starts letting me get back into it. Owen will be subbing in for MJack, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, as there we go. Stewie opens up the scoring for the Rangers. Stewie is subbing in for Great. No, Checking Stewie's notes. subbing in for Taro, sorry, from the Challenger division. So 2 Challenger subs in this last match of the night.
Yeah, it's an excellent play there. Bubbly Reaper in the back. We have a diagonal right matchup, meaning one car up into the right, remainder of those cars in that semicircle crease, half circle, box, whatever you want to call it, in front of their respective nets. Bubbly Reaper missing that one. Pace flex it, trying to get this one, but Zodak comes in and bumps them, demoing them, putting them back on defense all the way. Grape there. Bubbly Reaper puts this one into the wall. Zodak catching this one, trying to get this one back to Bubbly Reaper. Bubbly Reaper off the wall, over back to Zodak. So we had Bubbly Reaper.
Love the mic presence that we're hearing out of what Delco Dad you said?
Delco Dad, yeah.
Delco Dad. I like the mic presence. Like it's very tuned. I'm enjoying listening.
Over to Zodak. Zodak back to Bubbly Reaper, and then back again to Zodak from Bubbly Reaper. Grape taking this one down the field, able to get that one towards the center of the net. The net is wide open. Stewie going for this one, not able to get it by. Is Owen able to stand tall on that one?
Oh my gosh, the subs doing work for both their teams. As Bubbly Reaper will need to put this off his backboard. Grape trying to control it off the sidewall, getting it by 1, but hits it right into Zodak. Teeing up Stewie for a little play here, leaving it for Grape to get the shot. Can't connect though. Bubbly Reaper gets the demo. This could be an opening, but Stewie is there to get back in time. 2 players actually from the Rangers able to rotate back, and so they will get it out of danger for now. Stewie trying to get it through their corner. Can't do so just yet. The ball going towards the right side of the field. Owen backflips out of the shot, and so now they get a chance to counterattack. Grape with the pace. Pace with the quick shot off the backboard. Is there follow-up? I don't know. Grape did not have enough boost to get it, and so now we're going the other way for the Miracles.
Bubbly Reaper off that back wall. Stewie rejects
I
it,
don't
puts
know.
it back towards
Jesus.
midfield.
Why did I say that?
Wait, what?
Oh, I said, like, I don't know in the middle of the play there. I forget what happened. I think there's something wrong with the camera on my end. Like, it got thrown to me, and, like, I accidentally toggled to a different car, so I couldn't tell right away if Grape had enough boost to make the shot.
No worries.
Able
No
to get this one
worries.
underneath. Owen. Zodak misses. Able to get this one as Bubbly Reaper. Bubbly Reaper off that wall. The have space. Trying to get this one past Stewie. Able to do that. Oh, just puts that one wide at pace. It hops over Bubbly on that play. Grape just challenging this one. Trying to get this one. 64 boost in a dream. Trying to get this one out to center. Zodak there to stop that one. Kind of catches the ball and Grape. Zodak says, oh, anything you can do, I can do better. But Stewie rejects that shot from Bubbly Reaper. And the one off the wall. Pace launches that one down the field. Taking that boost is Owen. Owen steers wide. Getting demoed on that play. Knocking that one down the field is Zodak. Zodak getting ready to follow up Owen. Owen launches this one towards the center of the field. Grape down to Pace. Pace not able to get this by a Bubbly Reaper. But Bubbly Reaper pops it up. So Stewie is able to get it. Zodak able to get this one. Trying to get a little flip reset. Able to get it. Bumping over to the other way was Grape. Pace is there. Trying to get this one, but Zodak causes a little bit of a scuffle there in the corner. Over to Owen. Owen pops it up. Grape trying to get on the back wall to get that ball, but Pace takes care of that one, puts it out of the way. Here comes Zodak to the middle for Bubbly Reaper. Bubbly Reaper not able to get around that ball, as now Zodak leaves Owen to get that one. Grape blocking Owen on that play. Zodak drops that one down. An extremely dangerous play here, but Pace not going for that one. Zodak not able to get that pop as Pace puts that one into the wall, following it up down the field, trying to get this one down. Owen standing tall, trying to get a little bit of an intimidation factor on that play as that ball goes towards the net from Pace. Owen following this one, but Stewie
Brother.
tops it off the wall or off the ceiling. Pace
Keeps going,
over the
I
corner.
know.
Take a
Great
breath,
looking to just
man.
tap that one towards the middle.
It's
Zodak
impressive. I
brings
mean, I
that
do
one
appreciate
down
it. He
the
gave me a
field.
little
Stewie
break.
going back to get boost, taps it over to Pace. Pace
Like
in
for the later
corner
games, I
by
do get more
Grape.
words
Grape
in,
up
but
in
this
the air,
first
trying
one
to
was,
get this
yeah,
one,
it
but
was
not
basically
able to
don't
get
go
it as
for.
Bubbly Reaper leaves that one in the corner. Zodak is now pushing on the offensive momentum now.
Yep, and the Rangers have continued to outshoot the Miracles 8-1. They just need to hold on for 15 seconds, and they will take game one. Holy Reaper trying to prove it wrong, though. Trying to center for the teammate, can't do so. Pace, yep, reading it off the backboard. Now it's all on to Owen, needs to keep it up. Zodak actually will try and center for a teammate. Gray will just dump this out. Pace getting the demo and actually keeps it up. This ball is still in the air. Pace will probably try and drop it down. No, we'll try and score, and we'll come down anyways. The Rangers will take game one. A 1-0 scoreline, but completely different shots.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a little bit of a tremendous push, from the Rangers this match. Something that we're not necessarily not used to seeing. I mean, Minnesota.
Yeah, this happened a
Minneapolis
lot
Miracles
tonight. Or in the
definitely
last
could
one,
take a little bit of
Delco Dow was just talking because my voice was starting to give out. But in the second match, my other co-caster just like started running away with it because they were getting way too into it. Because one of their teams is in the race, and it's like the result of the match he's casting determines the match that he's playing later. And so he was just like monologuing for a while. I was like, yep.
Number two, all the players are ready.
Something I did notice though, a couple times there, like I'd make little sound effects, like the oh, huh, things like that.
Yeah.
But I think I need to draw them out a bit more so they're more noticeable. Because there were a couple times where I went, oh, but maybe it's because of my mic or how close I was, but it basically just sounded like a really sharp pop.
I would actually completely agree with that because they weren't audible enough for me to completely recognize them.
Yeah.
So,
Like hearing that back now, it's like I didn't even say anything for.
Oh no!
Just 5 seconds in. And I have been noticing that like my mic will cut out, so like I don't know why this is. Like if you back it up 10 seconds when I get really excited and loud. So I'm not sure what the technical issue is here.
Is you already going through Discord?
It's going through Discord, yeah. But they fell to the Brainerd victory in our second match of the night, and so it's really just down to the next 4 games.
What's your input sensitivity at? Are you checked on automatic? Because sometimes that'll take a while to kick in.
Like yeah, if you can hear that there, it's like I'm trying to say quick dunk off the crossbar, but
looking for
it is set to automatic. So you're saying I should have that disabled?
Yeah, you could try disable it and then lower to a point where it opens up quicker and try to set it just above noise floor, but to a point where basically anything you say will come through.
Okay.
Following suit of
That, or what type of mic setup do you have?
A Audio Technica AT2020 plugged into a Behringer UM something aux.
What's your gain set at?
Because he knows that the chance that gives my game or gain? Oh, gain.
Gain.
It's analog, so I'm not quite sure.
How far along the knob?
Say 3/4.
Okay. I would maybe only take it like one notch up, but 3/4 is generally pretty good, so it's probably a Discord thing then.
And Bubbly returns the
well, I guess I'll play around that next chance I get to cast.
How close do you keep your mic to your mouth?
Right now, and when I'm normally casting, I think it's about a foot.
Okay, I might try to get it a little bit closer, but no closer than 6 inches. Usually 6 inches to a foot is the prime distance that you want. Oh man, extremely. Yeah, because within 6 you get a lot more bass from your voice, which can be nice sometimes, but also it's up in your face, and that's hard to be animated when it's that close up in your face.
Follow up and keep the pressure going. Like the Rangers get these soft clears that don't get punished. So I want to see the Miracles be more aggressive, right? You're down by 2 goals. The Miracles' second man positioning was actually killing me, Ken. No, I was like ripping my hair out off camera. In their own end. Probably tries to do just that, but the 50 will go hard right into Stewie, who just goes for the long shot. So Owen can put that in the corner, but Stewie will pass it down to Grape. Soft bounce shot. Yeah, that's a bit too soft to be of any danger. And so now Zodak will go the other way off the backboard. Double touch. No, Stewie there to get the save, but he'll go right into Owen for their shot. And no, the cruel post. But that's okay because Bully Reaper could put it away.
An excellent play here. Zodak up for it.
Good quick
Stewie,
outs.
Again, make
I really like the quick outs. Giving your co-commentator full time on these goals. Like, I think it's been every single time that you've managed to finish your goal call in fast enough a fashion that your co-commentator has had the entire replay. It's really good stuff.
making their
Means a lot, actually. That's one of the things I was trying to work on.
Yeah. And
Okay, because you pointed it out.
just like put the energy rather than on trying to figure out what to say in the moment, rather than putting it on that specific what you're going to say, put it on trying to make what you're saying sound, a certain way.
And that's something I heard from you directly. I think it was 2 weeks ago. When it comes to the throws, is that like leave more time and also content for the color to take over.
Exactly.
Right.
But if that's the case, you're working on it and you're doing a really good job. It's
Right.
very noticeable difference. And let's see how we'll get through the Xbox commercial. Oh,
Yeah, these
come
Twitch
on, I
ads
beat
are starting-
you.
These Twitch ads are starting to get annoying. Just with how pervasive they are.
Yeah. What's
Great.
weird for me was like the what is it, the DoorDash ones with the guys in the game, and I'm like, but that doesn't make sense.
Yes.
It's just Kendo.
Yeah, it's just me in the game.
Just Kendo in the game.
Low key an EA Sports reference. Never mind.
That one missed me. I'm sorry, Kendo.
Well, EA Sports.
Oh.
It's in the game.
Yeah,
okay,
it's been a while, but
okay.
I remember now.
Yeah, we see dinosaurs. Heck yes.
Honestly, dinosaur swimming. I
Oh,
always
come
forget. but-
on!
A fourth ad. Oh my god! It actually says top right ad 404. That's insane.
I didn't pay attention to it.
on the premier
How do
stage
people
does an
not? Oh
excellent
my
maneuver to get
gosh!
that
How do
one
people
away
watch
from
this without ad
Zodak that
blocker and
may
like
have hit the
Prime?
crossbar down and in, but not taking any chances, able to put that one into the back wall, but not able to get that one out was Grape and company.
And keep in mind, this is the first Miracles goal in 7 minutes of regular gameplay. They got shut out in game 1. All right, so they're not gonna
And
shut out in
I
game 2.
I got a bad habit of roasting teams for that. Like, so the Miracles, they didn't score at all in game 1, and so I keep track of that the whole time.
Able to put that one into the back wall, but not
I mean, it
able to get
is.
that one out
I would
was
say it
Grape
is
and
useful,
company.
but you can't use it more of like a. And in the and their first goal in 7 minutes, that's strong, something to get their hopes up, or something like that.
Spin it more positively.
Yeah.
In this specific instance, though, because of the fact you threw earlier, regardless of the person that is your co-commentator, you're going to be getting it back sooner. And the fact you're able to get it back in a neutral ball scenario right here, less than 5 seconds after the kickoff, like that's a good thing. It pays dividends. It really does. It does
Yeah,
your,
don't goes a pleasure.
does your co-commentator huge favors, but also does you huge favors in the end.
Yeah,
And
Doug
keep
was a
in mind,
pleasure to
this
cast
is the
with.
first
He's very
Miracles goal in
open
7
with
minutes of regular gameplay. They
like
got
coordinating
shut out in
efforts
game
and like
1.
open about
All right,
discussing
so
any
they're not
issues we
gonna
might be
get shut out in
having with
game
each
2.
other, or preferences we might have.
Pace
Yeah.
taking this one down the field, looking to get off the wall, trying to catch this one, able to get it behind Zodak, just trying to get around this ball, but Owen able to get their car up in the air to get that one. Grape stopping that
Ooh.
one. Pace demoing Zodak, who had prime position to get that ball towards the net of the Hibbing Rangers off that sidewall. Here comes Stewie. Stewie, top right 90.
Like the audible O and O at the end there.
Yeah,
I'm
Those are
kind
always
of
good.
Zodak, who had
I'm kind
prime
of sad
position.
though. That's why Grape had no boost whatsoever. You need to pick up those pads.
Yeah, Rangers boost management was kind of sus.
It's like nothing. Pick up that one. Pick up
2, 3.
because any boost whatsoever. I mean, even then you could at this point try to make the touch to pace across. I wouldn't recommend that, but the touch down and back
towards the net of the hit.
Yeah,
it hurts.
Hitting Rangers off that sidewall. Here comes Stewie. Oh, top right 90 and out.
Looks such a good look from Grape down to Stewie, but the shot was a bit
No, it won't.
too high. Now we're in the Rangers end. Of course, Stewie taking the other way as I finish that sentence. A 50 in the midfield. This will go towards Pace, who actually pulls out of it. So Zodak gets the touch, getting the fall touch on Grape. This could be a center, but Grape gets the demo, destroying the Miracle's second man before they could follow up. And so now Zodak will pop it up high to Bubbly Reaper, who tries to get it to Zodak, but Pace not letting him do so. The Rangers are just turning on their afterburners and keep challenging the midfield. A shot from Grape now. No one. See, there were 2 people on the goal line.
My mic just cuts out.
That's peaking 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not turning your gain down then. Ignore my original advice of turning it up.
Ignore the previous advice. Turn gain down.
Yep. Turn Discord gain up. Turn mic gain down.
Correct. Uncle Roger say yes.
One.
It ruined the call. I put my leg down from chair. Never mind.
Look at just the game.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
I think we adjusted the gain too much.
Did I adjust it too far?
Yes.
That does sound
Okay.
nice though. Where's it at? Where's it at right now?
So right now the I guess what's the word? The aux gain is at 0.5 and Discord gain is at minus 50 dB.
Okay, I would turn mic.
Wait. Discord's at minus 50?
That's the Discord slider, but it's negative dBs.
Let me double check myself before I wreck myself here.
I would turn your mic up to about 2/3, maybe like 1 or 2 notches up. But yeah, about halfway between where you are now and where you had it before.
Okay, so
Ooh, little down,
a little down. Okay, so that's turning it a little down.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay.
La. Hello, Kendo.
Hello.
Bonjour,
I
Kendo.
like it.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. No. It is a
Bonjour, je m'appelle
beautiful day in the neighborhood.
All years of French I took in high school.
Oh yes, chantez, mademoiselle. It's a beautiful day. Would you like?
Thank you.
Would you like to get a pizza pie? Yes.
Thank you for helping me adjust my game, by the way. It's been bothering me for the last couple of weeks, but I didn't know who to turn to about this.
Dude, any audio
Zach
things,
is the
I am your
best.
man.
No, keep that in mind, Zach. You already set me up with NVIDIA Broadcast, which has been helpful. When I whip it out for the first time on stream, people are like, oh, wow, is he in the HQ? like yeah, that background that you use for all your casts, like that's the MNCS HQ now. Like, that's what people call
nice.
it
Oh, nice.
when I use it.
Did you still have to leave at 30 or?
I'd say at least till the end of the game.
Okay. Well, I will not delay then.
Absolutely awesome play. You saw Zodak going in there, bumping Bubbly Reaper just a bit, and Zodak was not ready for that shot either. As that ball goes in the net now, they have a 3-1 victory or 3-1 lead, 2 minutes 6 seconds into game number 2. Stewie following that one into the corner, grabbing that boost in the back. Great, putting this one towards the center. Owen out, missing. Zodak's got to wait for that play to develop and catching that ball, taking it down the field.
The sound effects are just much better this game.
Popping it up in the air, will not be able to get that one in as Stewie puts that one in the corner. Zodak staying with it, putting it back into the corner. Grape able to stop that one. for the second time. Zodak putting that one into the wall. Had an opportunity to give that to their teammate in the back. Pace following this one down the field and able to get that redirect into
was
the
pretty.
goal.
And you know what, though? I was literally just about to say, Grape has all 4 goals for the Rangers this series, and guess what happened? Stewie and Pace with the passing play, baby. That was so quick on the transition. Nothing the Miracles defense could do there because the third man was still scrambling back to get boost. So now the Rangers are looking real solid here in game 2. Right? 2's the most dangerous lead, but 3 is so comfortable.
Absolutely. And as we see here, they're just going off. I mean, we may see a game 3 and that's it. The way that we've seen game 1 and 2 play out, I think that's where we're headed. But still a minute left. You're able to claw your way back into this one, and hopefully get a little bit more. Not necessarily momentum. But
I didn't notice that during the broadcast. That was such a dumb touch.
Mishaps on the side of the Minnesota Miracles. They have a couple times where people are missing the ball and things like that, and that ball is just not free. As Owen puts that one into the corner of the goal, able to get that one into the corner and out. And Owen looking to get this one off the back wall, passing it. There's Zodak. Oh, Zodak not able to get that one to Stewie. And there's Bubbly. Oh my goodness, you had an awesome opportunity with the 3 teammates. Zodak putting this one down, but Grape and Pace able to come together to get that one out of the way, up in the air, getting this one towards the center. Nobody there.
I'm so mad I lost that 10 kill 2K damage game.
Oh, maybe. No, just a little bit wide on this one. Not able to hit that one. Bubbly down off the wall. Zodak in after a relentless amount of shots.
Here we go. Okay. That's just like the Miracles were shooting for like a minute straight, Kendo. And they just put a score. I'm like losing my mind here, Delco. The Miracles are racking up shots, but the Rangers aren't forced to make any saves. The Miracles are 2 for 9 in shooting percentage. And okay, I thought that kickoff could have been there. Zodak up to Owen. Dumping into the corner. That's going to be too far away, though. The ball will probably just come down at any point now. And yeah, this game 2 will go the way of the Rangers. Moving up 2-0 in the series and looking real good to sneak into playoffs in that last spot.
Absolutely, and it's an excellent.
Now at this point, because and you do need to head out.
Okay.
The Rangers went on to get reverse swept.
What?
Yup. They were literally 1 win away from being the last seed in playoffs, and then they just get reverse swept out of nowhere.
The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. You'll love to see it.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, it was brutal. I like to think that my inter-game commentary was really good though. So like in the future, if you are doing more VOD reviews, Ken, I'd love for you to like look at this one again.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we can definitely try to continue it another day.
Yeah.
I would say the one thing definitely noticed very well was the fact that you were adding that in. Definitely don't allow your co-commentator to dictate whether or not you do that, because you want to impose your will on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
You want to impose your will and manipulate what you personally can. Sometimes your co-commentator's never going to pick that up. I can let you know this, though. They're never going to let you down. I might have gone out of my way for that one. I apologize. Regardless of what they end up doing, though, giving them opportunities to make better commentary is always a good thing. I will say, Delco Dad, correct?
Mm-hmm. Delco Dad.
Delco Dad is definitely a every single touch radio play-by-play. Did not sound very comfortable trying to story weave. It feels bad, man. But you know, just continue to bring up your presence, and regardless of what somebody else puts out, you're going to be able to enhance the commentary and enhance their commentary in the process as well, just by being consistent.
Mm-hmm. It's a show. We're Just at the end of the day, everyone should have fun. Should be a good broadcast. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, and that's the other thing with these smaller league orgs. It's a fantastic opportunity for everybody, one, to get involved. So you're going to have people who've never casted in their life show up. And
That is true.
it's all about the fun. Like you can get year one Kendo making memes during casts and completely frustrating people who would like to take it a lot more seriously. But that's the crowd. You're catering to the crowd.
You could relate to Delco a little bit because he has an actual dad. It's not just Delco dad is his actual, and so like sometimes you'll hear his kids in the background on broadcast, which is really cute and funny, but it's like I feel bad for him because he just wants to focus on casting, but also he's got to juggle the whole family. So yeah,
I definitely would appreciate. It is very, very interesting, especially if the office is not an actual office, but it's right in the middle of the living room.
You raised a really good point though about the presence thing. I do find myself guilty of that, where if I'm working with someone who I really like the sound of their voice, and I think they're doing a great job, I'll just get caught up listening to them because it's like
No, in all honesty, I loved his vocal presence. Like
so great to listen to.
Where he is on the mic, I'm not sure what mic he's using, but it sounds pretty stinking tuned. And
then there's
I was
me
enjoying
cutting out. There's me cutting out on goal replays.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Forget about it. You don't gotta worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, I was just gonna say I will be making my departure. So
okay. Well, have a wonderful evening. You're very welcome, and thank you.
Oh, thank you again, Kendo. And Zach Tech, hopefully next week we can do another cast again or get something.
Next week's marbles. Don't miss it.
Next week's okay.
Next week is gonna be stupid. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, I'll have a lot of VODs to show you because I'll get to cast OCRS on Sunday, Ontario Collegiate Rocket League. So I should have a few hours of VOD to pick through. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks again, Kendo. Thank you again, Zach Tech. Hope you guys have a wonderful night.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep on progressing. Love the journey.
Thank you, Kendo. Bye. Good night, guys.
Night.
Okay, let's see here. That'll remember where I was on that VOD. Trust.
He said,
all right,
comes down
game
to this.
7.
One single game to see which school reigns superior. As Impulse sends that one to the side, bottom of his girl. Tries to keep it in. A big bump onto Jesus.
On Champions Field, ladies and gentlemen, and
this did you say in here, all right, game 7, or was that on the stream?
We'll decide.
I did.
Okay,
who's the better school of them all.
Yeah, mid-mayhem, best of 7, like you said. All comes down to this.
I was gonna say, if he's still interrupting you this far in.
One single game to see which school reigns superior. As Impulse sends that one to the side, bottom of his girl. Tries to keep it in. A big bump onto Juice of Hazard. Make sure no shot gets put on net. Sam tries to send that one in. Mikey is there to clear that one away. Able to follow it up, maybe. No, goes for the demo on the defense. Is anybody there? A shot on target off the back.
This is literally his first time casting, too?
No, he's been casting for Washington for a little bit now.
Okay. No, I was mixing up the two VODs. Or no, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Backboard. No follow-up. Is the Western Washington maybe get away with one?
Now we're going to see a lot of pressure here in the first 30 seconds against Western Washington. But a shot from Impulse is just going to go a little bit wide, and Mikey now trying to get some control. Gets it past one. Yojo going up. Yojo, a player to watch out for. He is very mechanical and very intelligent. He is the player that will make you think and then will think even harder to get around you.
Yeah, like I've seen already this game, the speed is just so fast. All these players know what's on the line for their school, for the reputation, and they are out to play. I'm very excited for some of the amazing gameplay we're about to see. It's Yo-Yo Joe. He's excuse me, says that one. Nice shot on target.
It is a tough
In
name.
the center, Barbar's Girl clears that one away. And up already is Impulse. Can he get the double touch? Not enough boost. Fakes it for Barbar's Girl. Finds the top corner, but blocked away from Joseph Hazard.
There we go. Barbar's Girl gonna try to drive it down. Oregon State
Ooh, to
makes
the
sure they're
center.
on defense. And Impulse not able to follow up for a shot. Now Joseph Hazard on the dribble. Gets a good 50, but Impulse is there to receive the ball dribbling away.
Yeah, and here comes Sam once again. Western Washington really pressing, but the Oregon State defense looks so solid. No real clear opportunities for either team yet.
And
As
it looks
about
like
2 minutes
Joseph
down the
Hazard
road.
may have a little bit of jitters here. He's missed a couple balls now.
Well, you know, it's one thing playing in this big match anyways, but it's another subbing in for debatably one of your best players and having to fill those big shoes for his squad. So we'll see if he's able to collect his nerves and make some good plays happen.
And Mikey on a bit of a breakaway play here. He's going to go up the wall, try to center for a teammate. Joseph Hazard goes up for it, puts it out to the sidewall. Barbar's going to get to it first. But it's going to be Impulse that goes up for a challenge by Yojo, but gets dusted. And Mikey now, flicking past one, but Sam's there to follow it up to the backboard. Mikey out to
Clear.
the sidewall. A good clear, and that drive's going to continue for Oregon State, but immediately gets stopped at the midway point.
And back and forth and back and forth. Western Washington still have the ball. A bump on maybe onto Joseph Hazard, blocked away. Good save coming out off the shot. Another bump. Western Washington really getting aggressive, trying to force anything through this Oregon State defense.
Joseph Hazard off the backboard now. I'm going to get a touch there as it's a shot on net just off the post, and Joseph Hazard able to clear it wide before Barbar's Girl gets a good shot on net. Joseph Hazard over to Yojo. Who's going to take to the air. Mikey in support. And now it's Sam out of his own corner. Going to take to the sky. Let it drop to the ground. Joseph Hazard challenges. It gets past two.
A bit of a double commit there from Western Washington, but Barbar's Girl able to realize his teammate's mistake and hop on before anything really bad happens. Willis pinches back and actually open for Joseph Hazard. He sticks it in the back of the net.
And the watermelon car strikes first. He goes off the wall past Impulse, who wasn't ready for it. He just strikes it home. Goal number 1 going to Oregon State.
A minute and a half left here, and just like that, just the one little play, one little shot is all it takes. Western Washington looking to get one back, but
Do you think we need more chips? No, we don't need more chips. Slurpee cup. Hey.
Oh, interesting.
Ah. Everything I'm looking at is carbs. Everything. What am I doing with
Everywhere
my
I
life?
look, all I see is carbs.
Carbohydrates everywhere. The chicken fries, carbs. Waffle fries, carbs. Taco fries, carbs. Nacho fries, carbs. Everything is a carb. That guy, somehow, carbs. Come on.
Blasting you with carbs.
Yes. Invisalign
as of now,
carbs.
Oregon State is in the lead.
See another drive from Western Washington. So they try to go downfield. Yojo a flick. Gets immediately demoed for his efforts. And Barber going off the wall. Looking for something here, but Joseph Hazard's there to receive it in the corner. Sanders gets the touch he wants, and Impulse is going to have to take this back to his own corner if he wants to try to control it. Joseph Hazard trying to pitch it center. Mikey's there to follow it up and puts it home. Oregon State, goal number 2.
Now what a pass here from Joseph Hazard. Just Western Washington a little bit scrambling on defense. Impulse unable to get there in time, and a perfectly placed pass. Mikey beats out both defenders from Western Washington University to double Oregon State's lead.
And with 1 minute left on the clock, Western Washington's going to have to fight hard in order to even this score line in the next 60 seconds.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time, and with these teams, goals can come from just about anywhere at any time. So won't count Western Washington out yet, but every single second matters here as time slowly ticks away. Here's a quality chance, a demo onto the back. Barber's Girl, can he get another touch? Saved away from Joseph Hazard. That was an amazing play from Bobbert Girl, but somehow Oregon State keeps it out of the back of the net.
And a great job by Juice to keep tracking that, recovering from the first attempt, and then getting back in front of it. Oregon State staying strong on the defense. That's a double commit, but it goes over open field. Mikey to touch to the back wall, but
didn't get the corner.
Joseph Hazard trying to put the center. Bobbert out to the
That's
wall.
tough.
Joseph Hazard going back with it.
I saw the thought.
Sent it
Oh,
off.
I
Mhm.
appreciate the extra touch.
West Washington
10
have
seconds
to score
left.
with this exact shot. That any time left, you know, with these teams as good as they are, 1 second is all they need. But 3, 2, and just like that, actually, Oregon State has taken down Western Washington University.
And Oregon State, a great job closing it out. 0 goals for Western Washington in this final game. And Joseph Hazard, the MVP, some great passes, beating out some of those players. And this has been a fantastic job by both teams.
Oh, I know.
Get
just even
moderated.
more, props to Oregon State. You saw how Western Washington not to be named, but they kind of destroyed
He's got an
Virginia
entire
Western.
hotkey from people ask him, "Are you an actual like Reddit
Oregon
mod
State.
that just pastes this block of text explaining what
So
a moderator
Western Washington
is?"
down. That is really, really impressive.
Very impressive. And a great job. Thanks to Mikey and Joseph Hazard stepping in.
On a macro. Love it.
Subbing in.
We
for our
have
other
Zach
varsity players, and,
completely
doing a
happy
great job.
now.
Joseph Hazard really
Yeah.
popping off there. And Mikey connecting.
We've
with
gotten
them.
past
That's a
all the
great job.
technical issues. People have
Yeah.
figured out how to get into the
That was such fun
lobbies.
gameplay. The
My graphics
just
are
the
working.
bad news on top of this is that was it actually.
Yeah,
The
it's the
best of
last
7.
game.
Came down to Game 7, and Oregon State has taken it away. Maybe a little bit lucky on all 4 wins that you guys had. Just but just like that. Yeah,
Maybe
thank
a
you
little
very
bit
much,
lucky.
everybody, for showing
Just
up.
a little
I don't
bit.
know if we have anything else planned before we have to go leave, but
Wow.
this has been so fun.
Yeah, this has been amazing. It's been amazing to meet you, Can Man, and cast alongside
thank
you. Great to see all the Western Washington players coming out and playing. This has been super fun. It's been a blast for myself, and thank you all of you again for coming out and watching.
Yeah, there's so many of you guys here, and it's really exciting to see. All the players are really hyped about it, and just to see all these people coming out and supporting all the other teams, watching and cheering along is amazing. And a special thank you to the players for coming out and really putting on an amazing show.
It was quite amazing. And again, hashtag sign Noah's AV for Impulse there. And this has been an amazing night. Thank you all for coming out. We're going to be signing off. Have a fantastic evening. And check back in again, maybe in a little bit, for some more Oregon State Rocket League. But keep your eye on our Twitter, and we'll be posting there for more updates. But we will see you later. Good night.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
I definitely appreciate the back and forth in the chat. Having community casts like that to work yourself and improve yourself on is so, it's so critical.
Oh yeah.
It definitely feels like you might have been a little overworked on that one.
A little. Oh, there's another one if we want to take a peek that I did for SCIL. Can we find that? I got pulled in last second, and had no idea what was happening. Also, the production didn't talk to me about like what was happening. All of a sudden, it's like, "All right, you ready?" I'm like, "What? Yeah, 5, 4, 3. Wait, are we? We're now live." Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can find that.
Okay, just for pure curiosity and the joy of seeing someone in complete bewilderment, I get the feeling we want to see how you handle that level of stress.
Oh yeah. Here we go. I think this is it. There's me. No, hold on. Gotta go back, different video. There I am. All right, here we go. a last-minute cast for a league that I've never seen before. Casting teams I've never seen before. Yeah, this is good stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna believe in you.
Oh, what happened to my voice? Jeez.
That bad?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the one game, but
Wait, what? 648p? I didn't even know that was a thing. Wait. This says Excellency as well. What? Excellency does Rocket League?
where?
Why does it say Excellency Esports on it? They're a small, or they're a community League of Legends org.
I don't know.
Weird. I'm very interested now.
Oh, geez. Okay, it sounds like it's better in later series, but it sounds like they've got me turned up pretty high.
It's gonna be a fantastic matchup. Apache is
Well, yeah,
undefeated.
there's a lot
so
of me
very excited to see
doing
what
my
they bring to
best
this
to
matchup
try to
today.
figure out
And gentlemen, gonna have
this
a tough
gig.
matchup ahead of them as Apache was quite the
Also,
team to
pretty sure the
overcome, but
producer
I
was
believe
like
they can
the
do it.
15-year-old
Expect to
kid
see
of
what these
one
teams
of the
bring to
players
the
and
field.
league managers.
Today we have Jamil and
Was it the
Cosmos,
15-year-old kid who got to
Zeus.
broadcast
Good players
RLCS?
going on here.
I
I'm very
don't
excited to
know.
see. We are just
Who did it
about
as a
ready to
joke?
get Going.
What?
Right.
I haven't heard of
By
that.
the way, I am Zach.
If I remember correctly, there was a broadcast, and or I'll 100% gonna take it that way. Don't know that I'm gonna be able to find it.
That's okay. I will say, the last series of this one was definitely the best, which I think is the third. There's 3.
Okay, I can drop it straight to it then.
And one save coming out from Von
Hopefully the
Kano
audio
on
sounds.
But
And they've got
Burns
music
got a
playing
picture.
over
That
it.
ball goes home, and it looked like it was just gonna go shot off the pass off to the side is too wide.
What?
And we see now Volcano. Little redirect there. Volcano looking to follow it up, put it center for a teammate, but no one there to follow it up as Burns trying to take control.
The strangeness of this broadcast knows no bounds.
Great job by Volcano, was last man to put it into the corner. There's no shot attempts coming out.
Yeah.
Hello.
Laying out the sidewall over
What's
to
up?
Korobov, who's gonna put it down in front of net, but deep
Not
right
much,
there
not
to
much.
stop
Just
it.
taking a peek at a broadcast that I did last minute. What, 2 nights ago? Last night? I forget.
Go.
And
Dan
was
Cena find a way
a wee bit of a
downfield.
mess, but we
Blind side, Volcano Edwards up. D Brown gets a miss on the shot by D Brown. Out to Kunz.
like overcranked.
Ball rolling on down, but no shot. As a big
I-
hit comes out from Burns.
Kendo?
All right, Fever now working out their own half.
It's the
Are you okay?
same
Towards
song.
the net, off the crossbar, and that was a dangerous play.
It's the same song on loop. Zach, what are you doing here?
Finding its way into the net.
It was a
And
paid
Burns,
gig.
great job to get to that ball.
It was a what?
Down and Kobach
I know. I don't know why this one's paid and the other gigs that are higher quality on stream are not.
Have they already paid you?
Yes.
There you go. side wall.
What?
What was that goal? What the what the frick, Frick?
That's an unfortunate play as Kun's just gonna send it from the sidewall. Zebra and Ellie both calling each other off at the same time means that ball's just gonna bounce right on in.
I'm sorry. You played that off well. If it was me, I'd burst out laughing. In fact, I do that quite a bit, actually.
I do not know how you have found a way to confound me to this degree. Like, okay, I'm gonna go over everything that's wrong here live on the stream for everybody.
No, please do it.
What is this? What?
What?
What game? We're in game 3. What? Okay, so we're in game 3. I don't know who has what in the game column.
I know overall Team Fever went up 2, and then Void subbed in a player. That player popped off, took the next 2 for Void, and then Team Fever closed out game 5.
I'm all for sponsors. In fact, I'm one of the worst shillers in the world. But we have multiple links, one of which is a Streamlabs link. I would have thought that would have been canceled by now. We have the Dono bar. They are playing music during your commentary. And it's the same song on loop. They have you solo cast. They asked you to come in at the very last second.
Promised to pay
you...
minimum wage for what was it? PA, which is like $8 an hour.
And they actually paid you.
Yes.
Did they take the taxes out for you?
No.
No? Okay, I was going to say.
Unless it's something the only over 8. Unless it rounds down perfectly to 8.
Wait, they only paid you for 1 hour?
They paid me for 2 hours. I got $16 exactly.
This is what I've been missing out on my life. You know what? I appreciate the fact that this is a paid gig. Because solo cast life is very, very difficult. Like,
also, the setup was so interesting because, like, there was a production VC.
Oh my goodness! What are these game markers?
Oh, they black them out instead of coloring.
What happened here?
Wait, what?
That is single-handedly the most befuddling stream.
Patient amongst the teams themselves figure out their strategy going into this game number 4. And we will see what happens after this break, because you never know what a timeout will do for a team. It could get them going, it could stop their momentum. You never know. It does often go in the favor of whoever calls the timeout. You really can't guarantee it.
Also, I think I might have forgotten there was a camera. Just because, like, they sent the link and then I set it up, and then the amount of communication was interesting.
We're going to roll to a very quick break, so we'll be right back after this timeout ends. We'll see you.
No, I knew there was a camera. There it is. Okay. Maybe I thought we were still in game. Also, the kid producing commentated alongside me every like 30 seconds, even though he was not on stream and he was producing.
What?
He was like in my ear. He was like, "Oh, that was a great shot, man. If only he'd gotten a better pass."
And was it actually like on stream, or was it literally
No,
just in your
it was
ear?
not on stream.
It was literally
in my
just
ear.
in your ear?
Yep.
I
Also, how they did it somehow. I don't know if this is actually how they figured whether I was live or not, but they had separate VCs for like green room and producer room, and instead of just say, you know, either unmuting me or like having it so that my Discord audio only goes through on a certain slide, they would force switch me between VCs.
That's how we end it.